Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Nat 1. We're doing Witchlight again, and what happened last time was that everyone left Mint Muse, leaving the Harengon in a nice, lovely Modern Canaan's magnificent mansion, aka the cabin key, was finally discovered by by Flopsy, sorry. In his pocket, because he did have that fucker the whole time, but you know what I'm saying. He remembered he had it, the cabin key, you stick it in the air and twist it, and oh my goodness gracious, what have you got? You've got Modern Canaan's magnificent mansion. So they push them all in there, obviously in a more delicate and nuanced and subtle way, and if you want to see that, then go and watch episode 16 on YouTube. But yeah, so anyway, they look after all the Harengon, they say goodbye to Flopsy's family, and all that lot. Clapperclaw nicks a bunch of food and some other stuff. And then they get going. They set off. Archie and Holland decide to have a tree climbing competition. Is that it? And wander through the forests of Thither for a while until they do find a tree which Holland declared to look for, one that's got like sort of orange leaves. And they find one that's got orange leaves. But orange leaves in a bad way, you know? It's poorly, this tree. Something's going on. There's a bunch of sheep sat around it, and the pixies of the tree aren't best pleased, and they're a bit nervous and worried about what's going to happen, apart from Kaluna, the pink one, who's a cocky little bastard, who thinks that he is going to be able to keep them sheep for ages. Amaryllis, the red one, is a bit more like, well, you know, time is a bit weird in this place. You don't know when they're going to turn back from sheep into the weird gnomes that they were before. And that's when y'all were like, oh, okay, these are those red-capped gnomes who have been turned into sheep by these pixies. They do turn back again, and we do actually start this session at the beginning of a combat. So, let's get crack-a-lacking and starting off with our Ranger Archie.
What? I haven't had time to prepare. Okay. Right, so... well...
It's you.
Give me a bit of a better reading. What can I see right now when I'm looking at these gnomes?
These gnomes, you can see 3 of these red-capped gnomes up close. They've got very crunched-up faces, red eyes staring at you. They've got these long, thick moustaches that are like paintbrush sort of bristles that like jut out of them, and the same for the chin. Just really angular faces, but scrunched up really tightly and old, staring at you. 2 of them next to you have scythes, like the one you have in your hand, which hurt you when you touched it, and the other middle one is without his scythe. He's eyeing up the scythe that's in your hand. There's also another one that's further up this ledge, and if you want a good idea of how tall that ledge is, if you look at the image at the top of the map, which I'll show everyone on stream, that ledge is actually about 15 foot tall. It's a very, very sheer ledge, as you can see. So that one's up on the roots there. That's what you can see. Obviously, the pixies are flying around, but they're actually all closer to Flopsy, Holland, and Clapperclaw. Oh, I haven't put Clapperclaw in initiative. Let's pop him in.
Come on, he's going to be very important.
Yeah, he got a 3, so why hey.
Hey.
And yeah, so that's, yeah, you can see these 3. They're looking very angry. They are going to murder you if you don't murder them first.
That's what I needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Archie's like, oh, clearly my plan didn't work. And so she does, you know, what she needs to do. So she's going to use a bonus action to Zephyr Strike. Sure, pop that up. And then she's going to she's gonna hit like this guy here with advantage.
Nice.
Okay, so she's going to attack. Oh, I don't have the weapon as a thing. So what do I roll?
Pardon?
What's the weapon damage?
Oh, the sickle.
Yeah.
Alright, let me just find that. The sickle is, their particular sickle, let's have a look here. It's a +6, 2d4 plus 4 slashing.
Okay. So I'll roll a d20 and then +6 onto the 12.
Alright, okay. So that's a 12 to hit, and that is going to miss.
No, I've got advantage.
because of Zephyr Strike.
Yep. Okay. 15 plus 6.
That's gonna hit.
21.
Yep.
So what's the damage?
It's 2d4 plus 4.
So that's d6. So sorry. 2d4 plus 4 is 4, and then I also put on my psychic damage from the thing that I've got, and then I've got. Oh, sorry, that's 2
8.
psychic damage.
So
it would just be
the 2d4 you've rolled is plus 4, so it's 4 plus 4 is 8, and then the 2d4 from.
It was just meant to be 1d4.
Alright, so then it's an extra 2, so that's 10.
Blades.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the additional Zephyr Strike thinger. And I can actually hit again. Gosh.
Do your psychic blades work when it's not your weapon?
I'll just find out. Called.
Also, Sirenscape's on if you're wondering why it's quiet.
When you hit a creature with a weapon, you can deal an extra 1d4 psychic damage.
Okay, so that's any weapon then. Excellent.
Yep.
So that's your other hit, which is a 14 plus 6. That's a hit.
And then it's 2d4. 3d4?
It's 2d4 plus 4 slashing damage.
Is it not 3d4 because you take an extra d4?
Yeah, you can roll a 3d4 because of the Zephyr.
What I mean is, I don't know. Listen, Funk.
Plus 4.
And then there's the damage.
Alright, so that's 15 on top of that, so that's 25 damage altogether. Nice. Right, okay, let's have a look here. Alright, yeah, you just slash at him, and every time, with every slash with his own scythe, he's just getting angrier and angrier. Oh no, it's not his scythe, is it? You're hitting the red guy, aren't you? Not the blue guy.
Yeah, it's the red guy.
The red guy. Right, okay. Yeah, he's every slash with that scythe, the blue guy's getting angrier and angrier. Alright.
And I'm gonna move as well.
Yeah, when it's not your turn, put that scythe in there. It's a plus 6 with 2d4 plus 4 slashing. So make sure you put that in your actual inventory, so I don't have to do that maths.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna put my scythe on my side or something.
Okay.
Whatever. That's my free action.
Okie dokie. Alright, so it's Amaryllis. She, from that distance, is going to attempt to cast Sleep on these redcaps. Let's have a look here. What's my range on this? Why can't I flash that in? Oh, there it is. Okay. 5d8. 29. Okay. This red one drops immediately to sleep. And the rest is still awake. Yep.
Sorry, by the way, I just realised that extra d8 that I rolled for the second hit, it doesn't actually take that damage.
Alright, okay. In that case, it's still asleep. Alright, okay. Right. Oh yeah, because it's only one per turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm rolling as an awakened shrub.
It's only one per the use of the spell.
Alright, okay. So up next, it's the sleeping one. So, you know what that means. It's going to... Let's have a look. I haven't used sleep in such a long time. Okay. Until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. So, he actually can't do anything on this turn. But the blue one can. The blue one is going to slap the red one as his action. And, yep, he's just going to use his full action to slap him. And he's actually going to start marching towards Archie. Where are you?
I moved way back.
Yeah. He's gonna just very, very, let's have a look here. He can actually, he starts marching and he like sort of like tentatively tries to get down these things. He can only move there, because the roots are so thick and tall. He spends all of his movement climbing down them. Holland, it's you. And by the way, this rock here is essentially a bit of cover, but you have a clean shot if you were to move one space to the left, Archie. Just to let you know.
I have a clean shot anyway. I'm a sharpshooter, remember?
Oh yeah. Alright.
Yeah. It's Archie's main thing.
Yeah. Just remember that these like roots and stuff are like tall. So.
Okay. Do you want me to move back a little bit? Because I moved 55 feet.
Yeah.
I could move a total of 60. Where do you want me?
Wherever. Oh, you're asking the people? Yeah. Okay. You're asking the party.
No, sorry, I'm asking. I was just asking you because if I was on a branch, then maybe I might have had to move down or something.
Yeah, you would have spent. This branch here is 10 foot.
Okay, so in that case, I'd just be here.
Yeah. Sorry. Right. Okay. I should really let you all know because it's a bit of a rocky environment. To be fair, I mean, we should just consider that it's just difficult terrain. Unless you're on the pure grass, everything else is difficult.
Okay.
And obviously the big ledges are tall, so yeah, it's Holland.
Oi, hey. Who'd have bloody thunk it? I was definitely ready. And I am definitely going to do something clever. Right. What I am going to do... How far away am I? Oh, I can reach him. No bother. By goodbye, Nick. Oh, I've had an idea. Hold your horses. Hold your goodbye, X. Give me a sec. Sorry.
Hold your gun by X.
Hold your goodbye, X as tight to your chest as you can. Because I'm reading a spell, diddly dong, because it's not a spell I actually own. I'm not just being a dumbass. Well, I do own it, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to... Oh, this is a good idea. I'm going to pull out my Wand of Plant Growth.
Hey.
And I'm going to use my action to cast it here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just post in the chat the thing. So 100-foot radius, but
whoa, alright.
But it's gonna be this. Hopefully, I could just fuck them up.
Okay. Do you want to draw exactly where you want to put this, with like a circle or a square? It's up to you how the shape is, because it's 100-foot radius, so you can literally just do as much as you want.
I'm not used to doing circle thing.
Do you want it bigger?
It draws at a really weird spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like that? That's an awful colour.
Alright.
Make it a bit better.
So everything in this area is, for every 1 foot you spend 4. That's such an awkward number. Okay, right. Maths. Where's my bloody calculator? Alright, okay. Alright, so that's your action?
Yeah. And for my bonus action, I'm gonna I just want to do something cool, so I'm just gonna bunny hop on top of this rock.
Hey, nice. Alright.
Like a cool pose.
You leap up into the air, your little bunny feet landing on the rock. Solid as a rock. As you look down onto the area that you've cast this plant growth, and you see that all of the vines and like fucking the roots of the trees are sort of just growing up to your command, like, and yeah, they are. Everything's thick, overgrown. Like the ivy just sort of grows even more, and like all of the leaves are just getting thicker and thicker. You can see that they're sort of like wrapping a bit around their ankles, and they're just like looking down, like ah, with their horrible feet, with their horrible iron boots, just trying to kick them out the way. All right, Kaluna. Kaluna is going to. Kaluna, seeing that, is going to be inspired to cast Entangle as well, on top of that, to try and keep them using the vines that you've made to try and keep them wrapped up. So it's going to be the same radius. It's actually a bit smaller, to be honest, so he's going to get that fucking... Is it smaller? Let's have a look. Kaluna's vines are going to be like this. Alright, and they are all going to make fucking strength saves. Alright, so the blue one. Save. Strength. That's a 20. The green one. That's a 15. Fucking hell, 23. Jesus Christ. The red one got a 23. And the fucking orange one got a 17. Goodness gracious. That's not good. Kaluna like holds his hands out and he's like trying to twist his hands around as the vines sort of like crawl up their legs, but they keep kicking at him with their iron boots and literally like kicking the leaves off of things and kicking the actual vines themselves and like snapping the twigs. And they're just like, nah! They don't give a shit. Like none of them are affected by it, unfortunately. Sorry, Kaluna. Alright, it's Amaryllis. Goodness gracious me. This terrain is impossible as well now.
They can move one square.
Literally, they can literally move one. God, okay. I think Amaryllis is just going to try and do the same thing with Entangle. And just like force them all to make a check again. Right, okay, blue. Jesus Christ. I don't think any of them are gonna fail this.
Oh, bless.
Oh, the orange one. The orange one. The orange... They're all kicking around and kicking around. The orange one's on the roots of the tree itself. The roots of the tree seem to like just grow up and around him and just like wrap around his legs and hold him in place. And he's like trying to slash at it with his sickle, but it like grows up to his hands and grabs his arms and pulls them behind his back. Alright, Flopsy, it's you.
Right, okay. I didn't have time to plan my go. I'm going to pull a cupcake out of my pocket and look over to Archie, who is within 30 feet of me, if my measurements are correct.
That's true.
They are correct. Just for the flavour, because Bardic Inspiration is within 30 feet, I'm going to pick up the cupcake, throw it up, and then kick it towards Archie. So I'm just going to drop kick the cupcake over to Archie. Archie, when you catch it on the icing, because I need something to bardically inspire you, so written in icing on the cupcake as if it was pre-prepared was "You got this, Archie," and a smiley face. Then Flopsy's going to return to looking at the little red caps. Sorry, I've not been coughing this entire time. As soon as it's my go, Flopsy is then going to feel a little bit of a gurgle in his stomach. Clappercore, you know, I think there was something a bit funky about that ham. And then he's going to lift his leg up, toot, and using like a little fan that he has in his pocket, is just going to fan the gas all the way over this way. Stinking Cloud, it's a 20-foot radius. I'm going to cast it.
Jeez Louise. Right.
General vicinity. So anyone who passed their strength saves can now give me a con save.
Okay, right, so Stinking Cloud is the same 20-foot radius, so we're going to put another circle over there. Where exactly do you want it? Oh, she fucking no.
Just covering all of them, that'll do.
Okay.
It is at the start of their turn, actually, they do the con save, so you don't need to roll those just yet. But
Alright, so let me know. Anytime you've got any like conditions on stuff, will you please let me know, because I can't track literally everything.
I'm going to try and keep track of Stinking Cloud for you.
Nice. Right, okay. So, right, excellent, nice. We have, it's Green's turn. Alright, Green is not affected by Entangle, but can only move one square at a time, considering...
Con save, please.
Yes, the con save there, thank you. So, diddle-a-do. That's a 14. What's your DC?
15 is my DC. It misses.
Oh, he starts coughing as your waft of fart just surrounds him. No, he actually starts like making progress. He like takes a huge step forward, like as if he's going to take a step forward. The gas hits him straight away, and he's like, like just starts like retching on the ground. All right, he can't do anything because he is out of action. It's Orange who is currently. Oops, whoops! I forgot to press the wrong thing. He's making his con save. Oh, it's got 17. But he's going to spend an action to make a strength save to get out of this entangle. 18. He literally, like, you could see his, like, little muscly arms just, like, burst as he, like, tries really, really hard to, like, thrust his arms forward. And as they're behind his back, he thrusts them forward and with, like, a circular movement, scythes all of the roots from from his grasp. And he's going to take a step forwards, but in this direction, out of the entangle, and that's all he can do, because that's his action and movement. It's Clapperclaw. Clapperclaw, hey. He's going to be like, alright, it's time for me to kick some butt! And he's just going to come running up here. Notice the sheer amount of like stuff that's grown around, and he's just going to take a big leap up into the air and like slam down with his feet on this root, standing still, and he's going to make an attack. Clapperclaw's making his attack. Here we go. It's a claw attack. The first claw. Oh, that's a 20 to hit with 5 slashing damage. Come on, Clapperclaw. Through the gas you could just see him, like, it's like yellow gas in the air. He slashes his claw through and like, it disperses a little bit, so you can just see it bitch slap this guy. So that's and Scooby-Doo-Bop, Flibbity-Doop, Doo-Doo-Doop, and I can't believe I didn't get his fucking character sheet out. And he can only do that once. One hit. Oh, he can do an unsettling presence, but there's not really much point in that because it can't run away from him. So, that is all she wrote. Archie, it's you.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Well, that may be all she wrote, but, you know, that's what she said. I don't know. This is what she said. She said, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. Archie's gonna, like, aim at this green guy. He's, like, high up, isn't he?
The green guy is higher up. The orange guy is higher up than everybody else, but the green guy is higher up on that route.
Yeah, she's gonna go for the orange guy then. And she's gonna try and sharpshoot him.
Yeah, you've got a very clear shot on him.
Oh, but she's going to use that bardic inspiration. Is it a D8?
It's a D8, yep.
Yep. And
that's going to hit. Yep.
Yeah. So that deals 17 plus 2.
Woohoo!
And she's going to try and shoot him again. And nat 1.
Oh, yeah. No. The first shot comes flying like a whip through the air and gets him. You just hear it from up on yonder, and you've hit him.
Nice.
Alright.
That's the turn.
Okay. Right. It's Zinnia. She she can't do much, I'm not gonna lie. I am not going to lie to you. There's not much they can actually do. The spells they get is literally one a day. She's going to try to cast... Oh, no, that's dangerous. Oh, fucking hell. She can't even do that either, because she's... No. Right, she's got one entangle left. She's going to try and get the orange one as well, so as to, like, sort of make the entangle yet again, but have another entangle that's spread between them all. Sort of like this, if that makes sense. So she's getting all of them. So they all have to make the strength saves. Scooby-Doo-Bop. Okay, so blue succeeds. And with every success, they're just kicking and booting. Green fails. So green, wrapped up in those vines. Give me that fucking witch. Oh, he's no longer at this moment. Red succeeds, and orange, yeah, ma'am, fucking fails. Orange, thinking he got out of there, thinking he's getting out of the woods. Oh, no. Those fucking roots come back up again, and they're like, oh, hey, that's it, little red cap, you're done for. It's red. Red is okay to try and escape, but he can only move...
Con save, please.
Oh, yes, con save, thank you. Con save. And that's an 11. Literally tries to lift his foot up again, but the fart was flaftered down, and he's like, it gets him. He's out of action. Fucking hell, Sinking Cloud's just absolutely the most OP thing ever, isn't it, really? Alright, it's fucking blue.
Con save, please.
There we go.
I'm glad you're saying the colours, because orange is the only one outside of the cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to cutting words on that.
Ooh.
So, cutting words, I can use a Bardic Inspiration dice as a reaction to roll myself and take it off of an enemy's roll.
Okay. How much is that, though? Because what's your DC?
My DC is 15.
15. Are you going to be able to take it from 24?
Oh, maybe not then.
Yeah.
I didn't realise his modifier was 4.
Yeah. So
I'll just let him have it.
It's up to you. Right, anyway, so yeah, he is free, but this is the one that doesn't have a scythe. But instead what he's going to do is he is going to kick with his big iron boots. He's going to kick Clapperclaw as hard as fucking possible, right? Now, Clapperclaw has to make a dex save to dodge out the way of this, lest he be bludgeoned and knocked prone. Now here comes Clapperclaw's save. That's a 20. Yes! He dodges out the way. He's like, his little stick legs in his boots are just like knocking around, like, way, as the red cap's like trying to like swing right in between his legs. Narrowly missing his like, goods. But he doesn't have none, because he doesn't even fucking, he's made of fucking hay. So you know what I'm saying? Red cap fails his attack. Holland, it's you.
Holland's just gonna go from up high, up on yon. He's gonna go, hey, no one hurts my friends! And he's gonna cast Bless on Clapperclaw, Archie, and Flopsy. Nice.
So we've got a nice cheeky Bless on Clapperclaw, Flopsy, and Archie. Blesserama.
The whole Bless.
There
I
we
dare
go.
say.
Nice. Oh, do a fucking wild magic.
Absolutely.
And you need another one for your plant growth.
Oh, does it count if it's not me casting? Oh.
The magic always comes from you, though. Right, okay. So your 3 won't count because your stack started again. So it's a 1. Yeah. Now it'll be at a 3, though. So your minimum's 3.
Yeah, I've got it.
Excellent.
I've got it spelled.
Alright, brilliant.
I finally understand.
Nice. Okay. Alright, it's Kaluna. Kaluna is a bit of a loss for what to do. Again, the only thing they can really do is sleep. So he's going to attempt to cast sleep again. Not again, because it wasn't him that did it. So that's... 5d8. No, none of them fall asleep. The pixies are a bit, underwhelming. Amaryllis hasn't cast sleep yet because Zinnia's the one who cast that, so she's going to try casting sleep too. Yes, okay. This red one falls asleep. Inhaling all of Flopsy's farts as he snores deeply. Alright, Flopsy, it's you.
Flopsy is... going to... You might be thinking I had enough time to plan this move. How ridiculous of you to make that assumption.
Remember to plan your moves on everyone else's turn.
Well, the only move that I truly did have planned was to pop up behind good old Clapperclaw and pop a little cupcake over his shoulder.
Nice. Clapperclaw has got that bardic inspiration.
It says, we all clap for Clapperclaw.
He's like,
Oh,
oh, thanks! And he just stuffs it straight in his mouth. Ow.
As for an actual action, I want to remain concentrating on...
Stinking Cloud.
Stinking Cloud. So... That's not concentration. Since it isn't concentration to do it, I can cast a cantrip while doing Stinking Cloud, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not interrupt my thing. Okay, so here we go.
No, sorry. Wait, you can't do another concentration spell. You can do another instant spell.
It's not instant. Maybe I've not put this in right now because I put it from the compendium. So this doesn't say concentration. Can I mage hand?
What? Yeah, I think so. Hang on, let's have a look.
Cool. It seems like it would be something you would have to concentrate on, but
No, it's duration a minute. You don't have to concentrate on it now. Because
Cool.
it appears and you just control it.
Okay, so I've noticed that Blue Boy is getting a bit kicky.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's the one that just fell asleep? Was it green?
Red.
Alright, it's hard to keep track of what all of the effects that are on these. So since he's getting a bit kicky with his boots, I'm gonna slip Mage Hand underneath Clapperclaw, crawling along the floor to Blue's boots, and he's gonna tie Blue's shoes together. Just to stop him from kicking again.
I don't want to fucking piss on your chips, even though you might like that. They don't have shoelaces. Yeah, they don't have shoelaces. They have iron, like literally iron stiff boots on. Yeah, like they're not. I could show you a picture, but like you know, they don't have shoelaces.
Go on, show us a picture. Prove it.
Okay.
ooh.
I'll send a little picture into the group, into the Nat 1 General.
No, we don't believe that they could possibly have boots like that.
That's literally a fake image.
That's been photoshopped.
There it is, guys. Sorry. They don't have shoelaces.
Wow,
No.
my chips have been thoroughly pissed on.
I'm so sorry. That's a drenched pissy chip, that.
I know, yeah. Well, I already have Mage Hand active. Sorry to be all logistical and ask you questions during my turn.
That's fine.
Can I hold an action with Mage Hand? Like if he was going to attack Clapperclaw again, so he was going to try and kick him, could I hold Mage Hand behind his knee, so as soon as he makes a move like that, I can push his knee and maybe give disadvantage
Oh.
by wavering his leg?
Let's have a look. I don't think Mage Hand's very strong.
It can hold 5 pounds, so it's not that strong, but it could maybe.
Let's have a look.
I think it can hold 5 pounds anyway. It can't carry more than 10 pounds, so it can carry 10 pounds.
Okay. So let's have a look here. It can't apply more than 10 pounds of pressure. So that would be again. Sorry to piss on your chips. That's a no. You could try, but it wouldn't do much at all. Like he's a very strong little dude.
That is fair.
Yeah, it literally wouldn't be able to push his leg to make that click. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a shit thing.
It was
but
only a little.
It's too OP to allow that to happen.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I will end my turn.
I am sorry. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to do some cool shit, but it's too OP to rule that. You can't push someone over or push someone at all with a Mage Hand because it's just.
I wasn't trying to do anything hold his foot down or anything like that.
No,
it was just a little imbalance of weight.
It's just not enough.
I get the ruling. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, Calpico's got his D8 of Bardic Inspiration though. That's fine. All right, okay. It's green, so he's going to make the con save. Ooh, bloody Nora. 10, he's going to fail and cough his little lungs up as he's still affected by the fart. It's orange. He, again, will make a con save. Oh, no, he's not. He's out of it. He's going to make a strength save to get out of the vines. Nat 20. And he can move. He's going to move his one space that he can move. He's actually going to... Oh, fucking hell, I just moved that back. He's going to move his one space that he can move there, actually. Yeah. No, nah. I keep moving the fucking circle. Yeah, he's going to move there. No, he's not. He's going to move there. Right, okay, sorry, I'm just trying to get the fucking tactics out, right. Okay, that's all he can do. Clapper Claw, here he comes, with his big old lobster claws. He's going to smack that blue little bitch right now. 20! That's for a 14 damage. Excelente. Wow. That's nice. A really... No, it's not 14. That's with the fucking crit. Excuse me, it's just a 7. Poor Clapper Claw. But it's okay, because he gets it. He gets it. Here we go. Why am I calculating that? It's a really easy number. He slaps him again. He slaps him as hard as he can. Archie, it's you.
So, does this orange guy look like he's trying to run away?
The orange guy looks like he's trying to scramble out of all the shit, and he's like looking at, like, is he like brings himself up the side of the tree? He's like looking out and like squinting his eyes of ways to get to you faster. Not just you, but everyone. He wants to try and get to you all.
Okay, so he's not like running. Okay, Archie looks at him. She's not got time for his shit. She pulls out a little seed bag. She's casting spike growth. She plants this little seed in the ground and just like waters it with the water, like her water skin. She's waiting a little bit. And then vines start moving on over into like the area that's going to get these three guys to the side. Probably in the same space as the yellow circle, one might even think.
All right.
And so they're all going to take 2d4 piercing damage. Oh.
Let's have a look here.
Well, when it moves, anyway.
Okay, so another 20-foot radius circle on the way. Jeez Louise. Is that the right? Right, so you're getting those 3. I'm just measuring it. You're getting these 3. Have I done that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. So you're getting these 3. Okay. So, diddle-diddle-do. 2d4 piercing damage for each one. Right, okay. Roll that.
Well, I think it's whenever they move.
When a creature moves into or within. Right, okay, yeah. For every 5 feet. Right, yeah. Brilliant. Right, okay.
Well, actually, I might move it just one little bit forward.
One little bit forward?
Yeah.
What, so it gets Clapper Claw?
Yeah, but he's not going to move.
How do you know?
Because I shout, using my bonus action, "Hey, Clapper Claw, stand your ground. Don't move. Please."
Alright, okay. And he's like looking down at his feet and he can't see why because it's camouflaged. So he doesn't know why, but he's going to listen to you anyway. Is that as far forward as you want it to be? Or do you want it to be even further forward?
Well, if you move it over ever so like slightly,
there?
It can get that. Yeah.
Alright, okay. Alright. Okay. I hope you're keeping track of your concentrations and stuff. Yeah. Because the first thing that went up was plant growth, wasn't it? But that's actually there permanently. And
just area affects the combat.
Yeah. The second thing that went up was the entangle, wasn't it? How many rounds has it been so far? How many turns have you had, Holland? 3?
2. Wait. 2, yeah.
2?
This will be the third one.
This will be 3.
I've had 2 rounds on my Stinking Cloud, so I think everything's at 2.
Right,
because
okay.
I think everything was passing the same.
Yeah, so this is the 3rd round. Okay, brilliant. Alright. Okay. Zinnia is going to shit herself a little bit, because she can't do much else. She's done sleep, she's done entangle, she can't do anything else. She's a bit frightened. She's just going to sort of watch from the sidelines as this red cap is still asleep. He can't do fuck all. And the blue red cap is going to make a con save for the Stinking Cloud. Get a 16. And he's going to attempt to attack Clapperclaw again. Clapperclaw is going to make a dex save. He does still have his Bardic Inspiration. Of +4. Oh, yeah.
As well.
Excellent. So we've got dex save. That's an 8 plus the d4, which brings it up to 9, and then plus the Bardic Inspiration. Let's see. That's a +7. That takes it over. Alright, he's dodging around still. He's like, I'm trying to keep still, but he's trying to kick me. And he's not moving in his space, so he's actually okay. He doesn't get hurt by the stuff. He's just literally like lifting his legs up and down, like trying to move out the way. Holland, it's you.
Holland's just gonna go, what did I say? Because he's a bit cheeky like that. And he's gonna cast Chaos Bolt at blue. Please and thank you. It's instantaneous, so I can maintain blessed while I do so.
Excellent.
Well, hey.
Way, hey.
It's a ranged spell attack. Where's that gone? Way, hey.
Ooh,
19's the hit.
that's a fucking hit.
Now, I'll tell you something.
Mm.
I can't remember what the damage is. No, I can. It's okay. Get pranked.
I almost got pranked.
Yeah, I almost had you on the ropes there.
Mm-hmm.
Get a load of that.
Oh, jeez Louise. Alright. Roll that wild magic as your Chaos Bolt just flings out of you. Is it out of your mace?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You push that mace forward, it blooms with colourful energy, and then poof, shines down and just blasts him up. Yep, your wild magic's okay. Anything else?
Indeed. No, he's sitting pretty. He's having a cracking time.
Nice. Kaluna's gonna like try and move his hands again, and he's like really trying to like and then like his fingertips are just like his magic's run out. And Amaryllis, she's like floats up to him and she's just like, it's not going to work, and she just goes invisible. And she, you don't know where she's gone. Flopsy, it's you.
Here's one for you, Holland. I'm going to throw a cupcake at Holland.
Hey.
Just get everyone, why not? The icing on this one's just going to say, just keep smiling. Good old Flopsy Dopsy is then going to dip his hand in his pocket and, as if he's blowing a kiss, just blow a stream of glitter towards Orange over here, who I believe is within range for a bit of blindness deafness.
Ooh.
So 25 feet.
I'll blow the glitter over towards his eyes.
All right.
So he will be blinded for a minute unless he passes my Constitution saving throw.
It's a 13.
He fails.
He is blinded. All right. Okay. So that's blinded. Better blinded on there. He's not actually tangled by the roots anymore, is he? I forgot to set that off. He succeeded on that because he's moved. Blinded. Let's do it with your bleeding eyes. Nice. Okay. Right. So he's fucking blind. Okay. Is that everything?
That's everything.
All right. Green's going to make a con save for the Stinking Cloud. Scoobity bap. That's a 23. He is no longer affected by the Stinking Cloud. However, for his action, he has to save from being grappled by the Entangle. And that is a success. He is no longer grappled, but he can only move one space at a time. Let's have a look here. He's going to move here, take
He's gonna
the
take
D4. Yeah, 2D4. Thank you. Yeah, but thank you though. 2D4. He's gonna take. Oh, you roll it. You roll it.
No,
you roll it. You rolled it.
No,
It came through
we'll
first. It came through first. I'll use yours, and you should have rolled it anyway. But yeah, he takes it as he's like, as he like tries to get out through the fucking spikes, and he's like, what? Why? What is this? And it's Orange now. Orange is blind, feeling around, just like, whoa. He can move. If I do. Oh god, I don't know how to do this 4 times 1 thing, but he's going to move out of this area in his blind state. And he's going to sort of like... he's going to meander around the back of this...
I don't think you can move that far. If you classing that as still... If you're classing that as still being in the effect, then he's moved 20 feet. He's moved
5 feet in total from the... oh yeah, no, he has moved 25 feet. Because no. The roots here are 10 feet tall. No, they're not. The roots there are 10 feet tall, and he's spent 5 feet to move out. So he's only spent 15 feet, so we can go another 10. So he's going to go here. See this? Well, he's not going to see the ledge at all. He's actually going to fall off this ledge, as he's blind, right? He's going to like feel around, and then just like his legs just going to like woo, and he drops down onto this area. It's that's a 15-foot drop, so he's just going to take the d6 of fall damage, which is 2. All right.
Does he land on his big metal boots?
He just fucking flaps down onto this root. Clapperclaw. I'm not going to move a muscle, okay? I'm just going to keep hitting. And he's going to keep hitting. There's a 19 to hit. 8 damage. Let's go. I can't do maths, so I need my trusty calculator. Yep, he keeps slapping around as much as he can. Archie, it's you.
Okay. Archie... I think that... Okay, how high is this thing?
Which thing?
This stone thing.
What, that?
How tall is it?
Oh, that one. That one's about 10... That one's about 10. Holland's is about 20.
Yeah, okay. Archie's going to climb up it. That's going to take... Like, to get there and climb up it, it's 30 movement, so that's as far as she can move. But now she has a pretty good vantage point, and she can actually see what's going on. I think she is going to... Is anyone blooded?
No.
Okay. Well, she's gonna shoot Greenie.
Greenie.
She can. She's gonna try and sharpshoot him. Shoot him with sharpness. But I don't think a 12. So.
No, it just flings into the overgrown bushes, and you don't really know where it went.
Just gonna try again. Ah, she's not hit again.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, maybe she shouldn't be sharpshooting.
How many arrows have you got left?
I have no way of knowing. Roll20 for some reason keeps resetting it, so I've lost count.
Right, okay. If you started with 20, you're gonna have to like figure out how much you might have used this whole time. So do that realistically.
I'll reduce it by 10.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because I would have been collecting half of the amount that I dropped anyway.
Okay, right. So you've got 10 left. Alright, okay. It's Zinnia. Zinnia seeing Amaryllis disappear. She's gonna like look around at everyone really scared. And she's gonna say, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and she's just gonna disappear as well. They can't do much at all, so unfortunately for them, they're getting out of here. Alright. It's Red. Red's still asleep. Yeah, Red's still asleep. Red can't do anything until... Wait a minute. Zinnia casts sleep and then... No, it weren't Zinnia's. Yep, that's fine. He's still asleep. Blue this time. Blue is having none of this Clapperclaw little bitch at all.
Con save, please.
Oh yeah, con save. Here we go.
Hey. He doesn't need to have any of that Clapperclaw.
Con save. That's an 18.
Oh.
Aye. Alright, Clapperclaw, make the dex save. Here we go.
With bless.
With bless. He's got that bless.
Oh my god, Archie, you have bless as well.
That's
Aw.
a 3. D4.
Sorry.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is not going to succeed. The 7, so he gets a 3 plus the 4. 7 does not succeed. And this little red cap guy boots the living daylights right out of him for a total of... Oh, fucking hellfire. This could be a lot. 21 damage. Dropping him. He drops him. He is fucking knocked the fuck out, right? And obviously he's prone, but he's fucking down, right? Clapperclaw is down. Radar, emergency, red alert.
Just for theatrics, as he kicks him and Clapperclaw falls, can he fall backwards so Flopsy can catch him?
Oh, sure, yeah. Clapperclaw just like falls right back. Flopsy's big paws pop out and he just grabs hold of him. And you look down at his face. You can't even tell that he's down because he's just got that skull face. But the eyes seem to be a bit less lifeful. Holland, you just see Clapperclaw get knocked the fuck out.
Aww. Well, he's been up on his high rock a little too long. I think he's gonna go diving down. Fucking Dink Cloud be damned, whatever whatever they all are.
Are you walking into that?
Archie drops a concentration.
Right, straight away. Right, okay. Concentration drops, Spike's not there. Oh yeah, because you wouldn't have seen that they're even there. Nice one.
Yeah.
Archie seeing you wander in, drops concentration straight away. You step into the vines and stuff that you've made. And you see Clapperclaw.
And just for flavour, he's going to notice that the fucking red cap knocked some of the stuffing out of Clapperclaw.
Yeah.
And he's going to pick it up and start, just sort of padding it out, putting it back in, trying making him look presentable. But I am actually using my lay on hands.
You don't need to use you don't need to use lay on hands because when you put his stuffing in, he regains. Yes, he regains 10 health points at that.
No.
So you don't even need to use your lay on hands. And he wakes up and he's like, Holland, I think some of me's over there and some of me's over there. And he'll look at the ground and there's just hay everywhere.
Oh. We'll get you back up in no time. Don't worry, buddy.
Nice. It is an action to use objects and stuff, so using the hay to do that is an action.
Wow.
Yep, sorry.
Rough economy.
I know, right? It'd really fuck up the rogue's fast hands if I let you have that.
Oh,
sorry.
No multi-costumes to rogue for this turn.
No.
Yeah.
The rogue in the starter.
I don't know. I'll just use my bonus action to sort of squat like in front of Clapperclaw and like brace my shield against like the fucking red cap. I'm just sort of like weaseling my way in the middle.
Alright. Okay. Right. Kaluna, he don't want to give up. Like, he's literally trying so hard to, like, make some sort of magic happen. He's just gonna, like, fly a little closer and he's just gonna be like, come on, guys, you can do this! Jeez, you're not that, like, bad at fighting? And he's just gonna, like, try his best to just be from the sidelines, like a little, like, cheerleader.
Like an anti-bard.
Yeah, literally. It doesn't do anything. Flopsy, it's you.
In typical Flopsy fashion, I thought I had time to put chocolate in my mouth.
It's almost like you don't look at the turn order ever.
Or you character to shoot and plan your turns.
It's almost like I thought that the other one would take longer on his turn. Since there's more stuffing around, does the stuffing thing work if you do it twice?
No, it's literally like, it barely should work then, but I'll let that one happen. You can't keep spamming that, basically.
Okay.
It's once.
That's cool.
You can only spam it if you get stuff in from otherwhere else, like, you know what I mean? You can't keep reusing his stuff in. The stuff that's fallen out of him already is gone, like, to the wind. Yep.
I will, however, because 10 hit points doesn't sound like a grand deal, but another 10. I'm going to Cure Wounds Clapper Claw.
Nice.
And kind of push him back up so he's standing.
Oh, thanks, guys. I guess I'll just keep clawing.
It's okay now. Just make sure you give him a bit of what for what he did. I'm going to give him my last cupcake.
All right. Bardic
this one wasn't made for a specific person, so it just says, you go!
Alright, nice. Okay.
Plans to give one to Archie no matter what.
Okay, so... It's the green guy. Green guy can only move one space. He's going to go here, make the con save for the stinking... Oh, wait, hang on, let's see if he can even move at all. 14, what's your DC?
For what?
For Stinking Cloud?
He can still do movement with Stinking Cloud. He's failed the con save, so he can't do an action.
Oh shit, yeah. Right, okay, yeah. Right, he can move then. I forgot about that. He's failed, so he can't slap the red guy. And it's orange. Orange is blind. But orange is gonna move... so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can only go there. I know, right? Clapper Claw coming in with the claws now. Slapping that blue guy. Here we go. Claws. That's a fucking miss. He's like, I'm gonna try my best. Woof. Whiffs. And he's like, oh no. Oh, maybe I can never do that ever again. And, Archie, it's you.
Okay, Archie ain't taking any more chances. She sees this bad boy. The guy in front of Clapper Claw. And she's going to sharpshoot him. She's going to make him a favoured foe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's going to do both of those things at once. He's got 19. He's going to take 17 plus 7 damage.
Blue guy?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah. Archie, like, as soon as... because everything's going on at the same time. As soon as Clapper Claw gets knocked back, she pulls out an arrow. She draws it back. She squints her eyes. And she just shoots the arrow. It goes flying straight through his eye. Yeah. And it lands on the floor.
Bam.
It goes all the way through. And then, taking even less chances, she's going to... try and sharpshoot the blind guy because it gives her advantage. She likes her odds.
Oh, nice, yeah.
20 damage.
Oof, nice. He's just like, nah! You just hear these like weird, confused noises. But you hear him sort of like, blah, blah. He sounds blooded, TM.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. It's red guy. Red guy's still asleep. Diddle-a-doo. Where's that? Yep, he's still asleep. Blue guy's dead. Holland, it's you.
Whoa! I thought there were two guys before me. I didn't realise which colours they were, so... Okay, well... this all depends on how cheeky I'm feeling. I'm gonna be honest. Let me see. I am going to... Ooh. That spell doesn't do what I thought it did. Okay. Yeah, I've got loads of room.
Hey.
Bloody Nora. Well, Flopsy's looking after him, so I'm gonna go sidling round.
Are you bunny hopping that way? Because that's all of your fucking bad terrain.
I'll do what I need to do. I'll bunny hop over.
You did this to yourself, Holland.
Yeah, you'll have to use your bonus action to bunny hop. So
That's
you can
not a
literally
bump
leap
in the
out
road.
of the bad terrain, land right there, and you've got your full movement.
Oh, isn't that
Is your bunny hop
lovely?
15 feet?
Yes.
Right, so you could get there, one step up, and then you've got your full movement.
Nice. Ooh. Okay, in that case, I want to. I'm just going to end here.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say? Who really knows?
Alright.
And just to be a bit different, I'm going to try to use Gust to shove this person further through the spikes and everything.
There's no spikes.
Well, entangled?
It wouldn't do anything because he has to make the save and entangle. No, wait, hang on. The entangled thing, he has to save at the beginning of each of his turns, so it wouldn't force him to do anything.
Okay.
If the spikes were there, it would, but yeah, no.
In that case, I'll just move to attack the orange one instead.
Alrighty, remade.
Yeah, don't try doing something different.
Yeah, God forbid. How foolish of me.
Alright.
Right. Where's my mace? Bish bash bosh. Cheeky 25.
And
Do
it's
that
actually...
It's a nat 20, he's blind.
Oi!
Oi! How do you want to do this?
Oi! Oh, he comes bounding out of the circle. He goes running. He does a curve here, bounces off the rock, gets his foot up and kicks off the wall kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just brings the mace down and completely smacks him into the earth. He skids a bit and builds up dirt around his face.
Hey!
He's just there in the ground.
Nice. Alright. He's out of there.
It's a proper wallop.
Kaluna's just like, yeah, that's how it's done! And, Flopsy, it's you.
There's not much that I really need Flopsy to do at the minute. Not gonna lie. Flopsy cheers on his friends and does a happy little jig.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I will pass on to the next turn.
Okay. Right. It's green. Right. Okay. Green makes the con save for the stinking cloud. 15.
It meets, it beats, but silvery barbs on that.
Silvery barbs coming right up. 14. He can't act, but he can move. And he's going to move.
Advantage to Archie.
Alright.
Oh.
He's going to move up to... Oh, he's going to make a strength save as well for the fucking entangle. And he's going to fail. The vines come up and wrap around him. Little bitch. Orange is dead. It's Clapperclaw. Clapperclaw's like, what should I do now, guys? He's looking into the vines of Entangle and he's just like,
Oh, you're allowed to move now, Clapperclaw.
Oh, alright, okay, I'm coming with you, Holland! And he's just gonna run after Holland with his fucking 25 feet of movement, so he can only go, like there. He's, climbing up this rock as, tentatively as he can. He stands on top of it and he's just, looking over at you, and he's like, wow, well done!
Love Clapperclaw.
Archie, it's you.
Okay, Archie with advantage is going to shoot Greenie because she can. I'm a sharpshoot because why wouldn't? Oh, she didn't even need the advantage.
How come it's with advantage again? Let me know.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Right, okay. Fucking jeez Louise. Right, here we go. Do scoobity bop. And that's Alright, yeah. Straight and true. You whack him.
And she's gonna whack him once more. 18.
Oh,
nice.
Deals
15, 16, 17, 18 damage.
Ooh. He's looking bloody TM.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And I think that's Archie's turn.
Fucking great stuff. Right. Okay. It's bloody red. Red. Still asleep. Notes happened to make him not asleep. Looks like the pixies, the pixies have actually done something. Holland, it's you. Holland, are you muted? Lauren's muted.
Oh, Lauren.
Holland remains petrified.
Holland has been called away. Holland.
Holland has been summoned to the Underdark.
Holland just simply dies.
Sorry, I didn't realise it was my turn. Oh wait, I'm nipped to the loo. I'm back.
That's
How
alright.
dare you nip to the lid?
It's unorthodox of me, given that I don't normally piss without shipping it over to Andrew, but hey ho.
Again.
I hope you saved that in a bottle.
Hey.
Hey, don't you worry. Right, anyway. That was nice. What I'm gonna do... what am I feeling like? Am I feeling cheeky?
Are you feeling cheeky?
Oh, go on then. You know what? Go on.
Go on, then.
I'm gonna mute you over, step on his bloody corpse,
Hey.
away, and I'm gonna give Number Green
Mm-hmm.
a cheeky whack.
Number green. My
Number
favourite
green.
number.
And if it hits, I tell you what, I'm gonna use some Divine Smite on that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Wow.
have a look.
Let's see here. Mm.
Oh, it's only a bloody 25.
Jeez Louise, how do you want to do this?
Let's get a divine smite.
Oi!
You don't even need the Divine Smite.
I'll keep that tucked in my pocket then.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, well, I'll tell you something. He steps over the corpse. Green one turns to look at him, goes, oh, heck. And Holland just goes, heck indeed, my friend, and just bonks him
Hey!
like a cartoon hammer straight on the head.
Wow. Jesus, you're just knocking these, like, tent pins into the ground. Fucking hell. Kaluna's just like, whoa! Wow, brutal. Flopsy, it's you. There's one left, it's the sleeping one.
Well, considering he's asleep, do we all want to come up with a plan of what we could do with him? I'm sure if we hit him, he'll wake up and be very angry. Is there anything else we want to do?
You could tie him up and throw him in the lake.
Well, that sounds a little bit barbaric, but we could tie him up, certainly.
I mean, when he wakes up, he's just gonna instantly go back to killing people. So, I don't know what we should do about that.
Well, that's what the lake's for. You won't need a wake up.
Yeah, I think at this point, Entangle would be dropped by the other pixies, because it's almost like they don't want to get in your way.
Mm-hmm.
The plant growth is the same.
Well,
Nice.
I'm thinking I would go and... I can't exactly tie it... Well, no, I could probably tie him up in a turn, couldn't I? If I had anything to tie him up with.
Flopsy, I have 50 feet of hemp and rope in my bag. If you come over here, I'll give it to you.
I think by the time I get to you and then come all the way back over here, I won't be able to tie him up, and you may as well just shoot him after that.
Well,
I have some here if you can make it to me.
You're gonna walk through your own shitty fucking stinking cloud.
I mean, I could just drop concentration on that, but with this being, like, dangerous terrain,
Yeah,
I don't think I'd be able to make it over there.
Because of the plant growth. You could bunny hop. You're a fucking Harengon.
yeah, stop forgetting what you are.
Remember
Sorry.
who you are, Flopsy.
Never forget.
Bonnie hop for 15, then I'd have to
Yeah, and then you can full movement
Yeah,
10.
I could go to Holland
here.
and then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then
my tippy toes.
I'll drop concentration on Stinking Cloud.
Hey.
So I don't have to go through that. I will get the select move tool so I can actually move Flopsy.
Nice.
Come over to Holland. Why, thank you for the rope, Holland. And then I will use my action to tie up this sleepy boy.
Alright, roll a survival check. The result that you get will be the DC for it to break out if it wakes up.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Flopsy, you're the only one who can do this. You've got Bless as well.
Bless is only for attack and saving things, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not for checks.
Oh,
So that's an 18.
18. And roll a sleight of hand check. The DC will be, let's just have a look here. Dilla 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 do. The DC is going to be 10. The sleight of hand is so that you don't jostle him awake.
Come on.
Hey, yeah! And we are out of initiative, as this red cap is asleep and tied up. Now remember, if you move him, you risk jostling him. The DC will be 10 every time. Unless you choose to do something wild, like throw him off a cliff. Alright.
Well, I don't think I'll be making that decision, but Archie seems to be quite gung-ho about that.
Well, I mean, do you not think we should?
Well, I'm not contesting whether we should kill these. I mean, I don't really feel like I want to be the one that delivers the blow, but I've helped us rid this wonderful place of these horrible people. So I'm not against it, but it does feel a bit icky. I'd rather you guys make the decision if that's what we're going to decide to do.
What do you think, Holland?
I mean, if there was like any like percent chance of redemption, I'd probably be like, yeah, let's, keep him alive. But I mean, he didn't be good after Archie's song, which was like so motivational.
I was pretty surprised at that too.
Yeah, so I don't think there's any saving him, to be honest. He's just gonna wake up and be like, ooh, murder for breakfast, and it's just gonna be a whole thing. Let's just deal with him now.
Yeah, and also, like, if he goes around and remains the same, but obviously still likes the song, he's probably going to make, like, a really evil parody version of it. And I don't really want that going around Prismere.
Oh, he'll steal your copyright.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever that means.
Well, haven't you seen...
lingo.
Haven't you seen creatures like this before, Archie? Are they very talkative if we were to interrogate him? I don't really know what we could or want to learn from him, but maybe he knows something of Bavlorna's current plans. Is it Bavlorna who's the...
Skabatha.
Skabatha. Maybe he knows of Skabatha's current whereabouts, plans, or anything, if he's created by her.
I know where Skabatha is.
So is there nothing we need to learn from him?
Well, like I say, she metaphorically shits these things out and just sends them out into the wild.
So there's nothing he would even know.
But there is something I'm a little curious about. How do you even get this far?
Well, I suppose there's one way to find out. Shall we wake him up?
Yeah, but I mean...
Hey, whoa! Don't even think about waking him up. Are you stupid? They don't have... They're not going to speak to you.
Well, it doesn't really look as if he has much of a choice. I'm quite a dab hand with repairs.
I'm pretty sure he'd rather
I can tie him
die.
off quite well.
No, he would rather die. They don't care about anything, these guys.
That's true, and there is always the choice to be quiet.
I can't believe how good you are at fighting, by the way. I mean, I know I was being pretty harsh with you earlier, but, you know, you're pretty cool. Oh,
Yeah,
thanks!
I know.
Thanks for telling us that. That's nice to know. Yeah, I was in two minds about, like, telling you stuff about our home. And he, like, points up at the big tree. But, these things, I don't know, I thought you might just, like, make a huge mess of it. But, yeah, these guys, they grow in Scabatha's garden. Like, when she gets mad and they just pop up out the ground and, rah! They just want to kill stuff. And I ain't seen or heard of them for a long time. I don't know why they're here.
Maybe she moved house.
Maybe. I can't see her leaving Loomlurch, though.
How far away is Loomlurch?
Well, it's as far away as it wants to be.
Yeah, it's about so far away.
Yeah.
It's somewhere between like 30 centimeters and 90 miles.
Uh-huh.
I don't quite understand what you mean by this. Is this another hut on legs?
Oh no,
Does it change position?
It's like a tree. It's like fallen. It's like hollow. It's like, it's got like rooms and stuff, and it's like pretty sure there's like a market with like candy and stuff. I don't know. There's a bunch of kids there. They all work for her.
Archie looks over at Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw just sort of like looks as though he doesn't really know why you're looking at him, because his memories of being a child are a bit like, you can tell on his lack of face that he's a bit like, it's probably, I'm a kid. I mean, don't tell anyone. And yeah, it clicks. Like it clicks. Yeah, it clicks in your head. That's like, this is what's happened to him.
Archie does like a little smirk at his sort of innocence, but then a little frown at the reality of the situation. Well, I think. I mean, does anyone have any real issue with just chucking it into a lake?
I don't care what happens to it as long as it's not near my tree. And he like looks up at it, and like some of the petals just sort of like detach and start floating down. Petals, the leaves, detach and start floating down. And like the branch that they fall from becomes a bit more bare and naked, and you see that he's got this worried look in his eyes as he's looking up at it.
Is your tree okay?
I don't think so. It's not been very well recently. It's probably something to do with Scabatha's presence here or something.
That you cut out.
It's probably something to do with Scabatha's presence here or something. I mean, it's been here a long time.
That'd be it.
Yeah, I can kind of remember when he was green.
What did it say?
He says he can kind of remember when he was green.
Jenna, are you there?
Can you not hear me?
No, I think Jenna's cutting out.
What? I'm
No.
right here.
I will stop you.
We've lost all direction.
I have
Stranded in the Feywild.
What? Can you hear me? What?
My.
Hang on, wait. What? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
I have no idea why that's happened. I've got full signal everywhere. He says, I can kind of remember when it was green. When he was green. He calls him he. The tree.
Does he have a name?
Oh yeah, he's called Grandfather. Yeah. He's not like our real grandfather though, but like, that's what we call him.
Like a metaphorical grandfather.
Yeah, it looks after us. We all have little houses inside these, like, crevices and stuff. And we didn't make those, by the way. We would never hurt him. They're just there. It's almost like, you know, he wanted someone to live inside.
I mean, maybe he got lonely.
Yeah. I'm just sad that, like, there's nothing we can do to make him happier, you know? Like, no matter what, we have, like, festivals sometimes, and, like, they're not, like, every time or every couple of days or anything. It's just randomly. We'll have these, like, little festivals of, we'll try and go out and find some, like, acorns and give them to him, and he just doesn't seem to accept any of it. You know, it's kind of demoralizing. There's nothing we can do. It's like he doesn't love us anymore or something, but I know it's not his fault, you know? He's just getting further away from us.
I know time is a little bit strange here, but how long has this been going on? When did he start getting less green?
Well, like I said, I don't know. I can only kind of remember when he was green.
It was before Bavlorna. I mean, well, it was before that hag got here.
Probably. It seems to be the only difference, because when he was green, you know, Zabilna was here ruling the place. I don't know what's happened to her.
Wait, Zabelna used to rule this place?
Oh yeah, she used to rule the whole land, like everywhere in Prismere.
Not to just sort of like raises her eyebrows and sort of shrugs at that. She didn't know. Unless she said it before.
Yeah, she's like the godmother, you know, like the queen. She has a palace. You probably can't see it though, because like these huge clouds just appeared. I don't know how long ago. It could have been a couple of days. Could have been years. And my memory is just fading. All I seem to remember is this area. And this is all. I don't know what's beyond that fog. You get the impression from that like everyone would live in Prismere as one thing, but now that each like domain has been splintered into each section, it's almost like people forget about each section unless they travel to and from them frequently, like Clapperclaw does. Because Clapperclaw's like, oh, so you don't know about Hither? And he just like looks at him confused, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Hither? Never heard of it. And Clapperclaw's just like, oh, well, as far as I know, I've never been here whilst it's been one place before. All I know is that there's three. These are Hither, Thither, and Yon. And they all circle around the palace in the middle. I ain't never been to the palace, though, because that's hard to get to.
Well, I haven't been here since there was all one place, and I didn't even know there was a palace.
Well, they both looked like dumbfounded, because obviously Kaluna has memory issues, and Clapperclaw hasn't been here when it was Prismere.
Archie looks in a similar way.
Yeah. Obviously, Flopsy, your own memories of the place, or you remember your town, like, vaguely because of the thing, but you still can't quite remember it. But, like, yeah, you would have lived there when it was Prismere, but you still don't actually have a full memory of that.
Yeah.
So all you can really go off here is the fact that the three hags have splintered it into 3 sections.
Well, the one common denominator in all of this is the hags. Well, I think it's pretty clear that they're what needs to be sorted out.
Kaluna's like, so wait, there's more than one?
Yeah, there's 2.
2 hags? Oh my god, wait. Didn't he say 3?
I've seen 2. There might be 3.
I think there must be a third one, because there's Bev Lorna and Scabatha, and neither of those stole my creativity. So there must be at least one more.
Well,
Do
yeah.
you think Flopsy?
Wasn't there mention in Bavlorna's book of a 4th one as well?
4 hags. Oh God.
It's hard to keep track of how many hags there really are.
Wait,
Maybe it's a
there's
number
4?
that keeps changing.
Clapperclaw's like, 4? But there's only 3 places.
Maybe
The
one
palace.
lives in the palace.
Yeah, Archie says Paladin at the same time as Holland.
Oh. Alright, well, looks like there's 4.
Maybe there's a 5th.
Or maybe there's
Yeah,
like
I
5
mean, they have a
billion.
mommy. 5 billion? Well, how many is that?
It's like twice the amount of 20 at least.
I cannot count that high.
Anyway, what are we going to do about this guy? Archie says, looking over at this sleeping guy who's been tied up.
Sorry. I agree. We should probably throw him in the lake. I mean, it's a bit kinder than, like, just, like, bludgeoning him to death.
Yeah, that'd be really
He
bad.
actually wakes up because sleep only lasts a minute. He wakes up and he's like, ah! And he's like rolling around, trying to get out of the fucking things.
Come on, Holland.
Oh
Get his
my
leg.
god! He gets a fucking nat 20.
Oh.
He literally bursts
Silvery barbs.
out. Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
I'm literally just going to look at him and be like, oh, stop struggling.
Yeah, he gets 12. And he's like, "Rah!" And the ropes are starting to like burn his like bare arms. Horrible sinewy arms.
Nice.
Can I just pick him up like a baby that's pooped in its diaper and you don't put him that close to you?
Yeah, roll a strength check.
Straight strength.
Give us an
Okay.
athletics.
You can have the advantage from silvery barbs as well.
Hey.
Hey! Oh, thank God, 12.
Yeah.
You drop him and he opens up.
He just wriggles straight out of your hand onto the ground and just like poof, like starts like slithering and trying to like roll himself away through the
She's gonna try and pick
Ew,
him
he's so greasy.
up. What role is that?
athletics. It's a grapple.
I think this is a woman's job, Holland.
He is rolling with disadvantage as well.
18.
18. There we go. Nat 1.
Hey.
Yeah, Archie just like picks him up by the ankle and carries him upside down. And yeah, she's like, anyone got anything they want to say to him before,
You're gonna thrust him in the water. Why, are you standing on this water? You're gonna be stood like that.
Well,
Yeah.
anybody got anything they want to say?
Yeah, may you rest peacefully and be less greasy than you were in life.
Fuck you!
Lyra loves you even though you're a menace. Bye.
Fuck you and fuck Lyra!
Archie drops him while he's saying that.
Fuck Lyra! Yeah, he's gonna just drown in the water because he's tied up. So, yeah. Final bubble.
Yeesh, I wouldn't want to die like that.
Man, that was really scary. Says Clapperclaw.
I don't know. I think it would be better than getting bonked with this than Holland like twists his mace a bit.
Yeah.
It's true.
Or these, and he like holds up his claws, like really proud of himself. He's got bits of like gross like blood on him and stuff. He's actually gonna like give him a little bit of a clean in the water.
She's gonna help him clean them.
Kaluna's just sort of flying around looking at the body as it sort of like rolls around like at the bottom.
Hey, Kaluna.
Yeah?
You haven't seen, like Will of the Feywild around, have you?
Who's that?
Oh, nobody.
I don't know anyone called Will. Is he a pixie too?
No.
No.
No, not really.
No, sorry. I don't...
He is a sprightly young fellow, though.
Oh, is he a sprite?
No.
Oh. No, I don't know.
Are you friendly with mini sprites?
Nah. They kind of take their tricks a little too far, you know? Pixies kind of like to just do like little pranks and stuff, harmless. And, sprites are super annoying.
I heard about this one sprite who literally showed up at this person's tea party and then stole their name and took them to the Feywild and made them go to a book signing or something.
Sprites are lovely.
Took them to where?
The Feywild.
What's that?
I don't know.
No.
It's like the fairy tale world. I don't know. It was just from a book that I read once when I was a kid.
A book?
I think the book. Yeah, it was like an anthology of books. It was called
What's a book?
like a lot of pieces of paper wrapped in a leather bound thing.
You just look so confused. Well, like kind of like the leaves all stuck together?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. You get the impression that like his life is literally this tree.
Yeah, I think it was called Tales of Wales McGales of Tales and Relics and Tales.
He's looking so blankly at you. Okay. What do you say, Lauren?
You're basing your image of sprites based on a story you read?
Well, I don't have anything against sprites. I think they're sprightly young fellows.
No, they're lovely and wonderful, and they always remind me when I need to go back to work, so Mr. Witch doesn't get mad at me again.
And sometimes
And
they're
they
good
always...
at making you late for work, but that's by the by.
Wait, hold on a minute. Yeah. Did you say you work?
I work, yeah. We both work. At the carnival.
I thought you just lived at the carnival.
Well, we do both.
Archie, has a bit of a frown. Well, if you're made to work, well, that's not right.
We're not so much made to work. Is it truly being made to work if you enjoy what you do, hey, Holland?
Yeah, I mean, I asked to be there. They were like, "You can't be here," and I was like, "Yo, please, can I stay here? Because I don't really have anywhere else to go." And they were like, "Oh, go on then." The rest is history.
Oh, well, fair enough. I mean, I suppose if it's your choice, then it's, a good thing? Maybe? Is it fun?
So much fun.
Well, you've been to the carnival before, haven't you, Archie?
Yeah, like years ago.
Well, you might not remember the day in full, but do you remember how much fun you had?
Hmm. Not really, no.
Oh. Well, I... Oh, I was going to say that how much fun you all have when you visit is how much fun it is for us to put it on for. You really don't remember? Oh, well, okay.
I think I used to. I think I used to tell people about it all the time. I don't really do that much anymore.
Well, maybe we can get you back there one day, and you can remember how much fun it is, or have a better time next time.
I don't think
But
I
you'll
had
see
a
how much
bad
fun
time.
we have.
I think I must have enjoyed it. I wouldn't go as far as to say like I loved it or anything, but I think I liked it. It was nice enough.
Flopsy does look a bit deflated by this. Not like fully thing, like he's kind of nodding through, but
Yes, well, we're going to go back there after all of this is sorted out, and I'm sure you might want to stay here, but I'll gladly get you a day ticket so you can have more fun and remember it more.
Hang on, weren't you there on the same day that we had off? It was just like, time is weird.
Well, yeah, it was years ago for me. I suppose that was days ago for you.
Yeah, but that must be why it wasn't as much fun as it usually is, because Flopsy wasn't working.
Oh, and you wouldn't have been working either. Maybe
I
that's
was
what it
not.
was. But it's like I say, I don't think it wasn't fun or anything. I think I had a good time. I just don't really remember loving it.
Well, that's because the carnival's favorite cupcake vendor wasn't at first post haste, like you say. Yep.
Yes, first post haste. Yes. Well, we'll get you next time. If you come in when we're working, yes, I'm sure you'll remember it forever. As most people, I'm sure, do.
Well, maybe. Although I'm not really sure I want to leave Prismare at any point.
You don't have to stay in the carnival once you come. We can get you a day ticket, and I'm sure once we've sorted this place out, we can find a way to get back and forth from here, can't we, Holland?
Oh, I really hope so.
Well, if you got here, there must be a way to get back here. And if you used to be here before, there must be a way to get out.
That's true. We just have a few things to fix before we do that, but we'll be able to get all of that done in due time. In the meantime, though, I do think that you two had some unfinished business, did you not? Kaluna?
Oh yeah, we gotta drown that gnome. Wait.
Yeah, he's just been like watching you all talk about something he has no idea about, like on the sidelines, just like, okay. What?
I have an idea, but I'd like to ask you how grandfather might feel about it beforehand. You see, my friends here, we're in the middle of a boasting contest of who could get to the highest point of a tree faster than the other one. Now, I wouldn't want them to be all clambering over and harming Grandfather, but you see, they'd be doing it with a lot of joy and competition and, friendly one-upmanship. Is there any way we would be able to use Grandfather as a sort of racetrack?
I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, he lets us live inside him. I mean, as long as you don't, destroy him any more than what he is. I mean, if you're going to be climbing and clambering up all over him, your big feet might, ruin some of his branches. I don't know. But I guess if it's all in good fun, then he'd like that. I just think he's not really... He's kind of unwell right now, I mean, it might be nice for him, for people to have fun around him, but just make sure you don't, hurt him.
We promise we'll be very careful. Don't we, Holland?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's a long way to the top if you can't fly. If you want to do this, I'll sort of show you the best path to take. You'd have to start like down here, and he floats to this base here. And you see it's a sheer wall that's 15 foot tall. And then you'd have to get up on this bit here, and then you'd have to go over here, and then you'd have to climb up the branches as best you can. And I'd say if you want to call a winner, I'd say whoever can make it and stand where I'm standing right now. Yeah, that'd probably be it. Just get up onto this branch here. But yeah, best be careful, because if you hurt him, you're gonna hurt him. And I guess I can't do anything about that, because I can't turn any of you into sheep anymore. So, I'll just be real mad at you.
We'll be careful.
Alright. Okay, I guess. I don't really want to watch this so much, because, I mean, I'm going to have to keep my eye on you, but I'm just doing this reluctantly, okay?
Well, if you don't want us to, you can say, and we won't do it.
Well, I'm in two minds, because I know that he likes it when people play around him and stuff. It's just he's vulnerable. He, pats the little root next to him.
Okay, well, what if instead of being all ooh, and running fast and potentially damaging his branches, what if we have a slow race?
Well, sure, it sounds a lot more careful.
Carnival.
A slow race?
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good idea. Last one to the top, but there can't be a point where we're not moving.
Yeah, and bonus points for being graceful. The snails used to get.
Alright.
No?
But I'll ask you one thing. If you're gonna be careful, that means if you find yourself slipping, you just gotta let yourself fall, okay? Because if you grab on and pull any branches off, then I don't want you to hurt him. So
Flopsy's gonna catch us. We'll be okay.
Mechanically speaking, in this section now, what you've done is mitigate the chance of hurting him. So that means that instead of every time if you roll badly, every time instead of grabbing on or sliding down and grabbing on, you'll just fall to the bottom. If you accept that, then the race is on, and you'd start. I'll place you where you start here and here.
The real race, or is it that weird race that Archie just said?
You can flavour it whatever speed you want, but it'll still be run like sort of race rules. So you can go as slow as you like, but the progress will be tracked.
Okay.
So
it's the first one.
Yeah, you give flavour for the skill check you want to give, and if you get over a 15, you can go your full movement. If you can get over a 10, you can go your half movement. If you get under a 10, then you can't go at all. And if you get a nat 1 or a 2, you fall.
Okay.
and you fall from the height that you are at, which is bludgeoning damage to the base.
Okay.
All right. I'll just draw a line of the sort of the track that you should take, because I'm just going to presume that you're going to both take this track.
Yeah.
Just so that, yeah, that's the track. All right. Roll initiative.
Put the turn trigger. Oh.
Eee.
That's not really when I wanted a nat 20, but okay.
Yeah, there's no way I could get a 25 because my initiative modifier is a 3. So
It don't really matter about the turn track because you're just going to know. So yeah, Holland's first. Choose whichever skill check you want to take, and flavour it why.
Okay. Let me just think a second.
You can make different skill checks every time. You don't have to stick with the one that you've chosen at the beginning.
Okay. For this one, I'm going to do a acrobatics, because he's going to, rather than like try and lug himself up the roots, he's going to sort of look for little. Oh no, this wouldn't be acrobatics, would it? What would this be? Like he's going to try and look for little grooves that he can use that are just like rock climbing, basically. You know, like a fucking simulated rock climbing. He's trying to look for little grooves that he can just use to just sort of like dance up there.
That'd be a perception.
That's what I was gonna do.
That'd be a little that'd be a perception check.
Okay.
If you want it to be, yeah. Okay, 21. So you can go your full movement.
Nice. Get the ruler out because I'm dumb. Cool.
If you've got Sirenscape on, there's some cute little piano music on for this.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Alright, Archie, how are you doing this?
Yeah, well, Archie, well, she's also going to be on the lookout for these same sort of things, because that's what I was going to do anyway. It's a 14.
That's half your movement.
Oh gosh.
As you would take extra care not to hurt grandfather.
Yeah. It's not as many grooves on my side.
You can get on the pink line as well, so. Okay. Holland.
Okay. Now that he's more to the sort of bulk of the tree, he's going to. I picture it as more of like an edge. Like there's less grooves and like platforms and stuff because there's no roots sprouting out and stuff. I picture it more straight. So he's going to try and climb up using athletics, and he's pulling himself up with his own upper body strength, and he's trying not to depend on the tree.
So he's like hugging it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheeky athletics.
Nice. You can go your full movement. And as you sort of hug the tree and your hands go up first, followed by your legs, and then your hands again, and you can see that you're so close to this tree that you're very close to its little crevices and things anyway. And as you pass by, you see through little tiny gaps these little pixies in there who sort of shy away from you as you come up, but then you see a couple more heads sort of sticking out of the bark itself, watching you as you climb, and some little ones like sort of smile at you and wave as you go up.
Hi. You're like, hello. He waggles his ears because he can't wave.
You see a few kid ones that are just like, ooh. Alright, Archie.
Yeah, Archie's going to sort of like very sort of carefully check what sort of branches she can hold on to, like, you know, check how sturdy they are. She's going to roll survival for that, just to not get any loose ones that
half your speed. Alright.
Wow.
You're being very careful.
Oh, that's nice.
Roll that one now.
So you can go.
I'll do what needs to be done, don't worry.
Wait,
He's going straight on the floor.
Why have you only gone there?
Because I can move. Oh. I measured it differently.
You could get... Is it another 15? Yeah, you could get there. Alright, okay. Holland, you are... What's the word? 10 feet away from your goal.
Okie dokie.
Not to fall.
I'm going to do... He's going to... Because he's hugging the tree, I sort of envision it as he just keeps going, but like now he's doing it like horizontally as he like move it like a sloth would do.
Like a little scoot.
You know, like yeah, but yeah. So I want that to be another athletics because he's literally like holding like himself, like gravity's pulling him down, but he's trying to hold on to the branch as he shuffles along, kind of thing.
Nice.
17.
That's good. That's full movement. And you get up to the top. And you're on there. You're able to stand. Because you've got even the rest of your movement to stand fully upright. And you win.
Whoa, I can see like all of Zither from up here.
Can I like roll to get up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll the survival. Try
You can go
10,
your full movement now.
20, 25, 30. Wow. I'll roll again. See if she falls on the last hurdle.
Nice.
Nice.
And you meet Holland at the top.
Hey, Skipper.
Hey, that was fun.
It sure was. Although, you know, I guess, I guess you beat me. Do you remember what we bet on it? Because I sure as heck don't.
Me neither, but it's more about the having fun and doing the thing than getting the thing for the having fun.
That's a very good point.
That's what Flopsy always says, but like better than me.
You and Holland are really... You are Holland, but you and Flopsy are really good friends, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I've known him since I was 8. Because Mr. Witch was like, well, you're going to be looked after by Diana, but Diana's like kind of sad, so we're going to, you know, introduce you to this guy who's... I mean, he didn't say this to me at the time. That would be quite a lot to take in. But, like, you know, he kind of, like, slyly introduced me to Flopsy, because Flopsy's so, like, you know, just wonderful to be around. And I was like, wow, this guy is a magician, because I was 8. And that he was the coolest person on Earth, on the plane that we were on. We travel to a lot of different planes. One of them's called Earth. Yeah, I don't know.
That's true. That's actually correct.
Oh.
Hey. Yeah, well, at the time we were on Earth. And then he was the coolest person on Earth. And then I realized he was the coolest person in every single plane.
Oh, wow. So is he like your dad?
Oh, well, like, I mean, not like biologically, because people do think that, like, and I don't know why, because we have like different fur colors. I guess just because we're both Harengon.
No, I meant like he raised you in that.
Oh, yeah, I guess he is.
Well, that's nice.
He's a bit cool to be a dad, though.
Maybe he's like a cool dad or something.
He does make a lot of puns.
Well, you know, dad jokes. That's what they say. I'm kind of worried about my friends.
Will of the Feywild?
Yeah, and the Getaway Gang.
Well, I'm sure we can track them down. Are they meant to be in Thither, or...?
Yeah, they're from around here. I mean, I think I said before, but they usually take care of those red caps. But I mean, sure, maybe one little group might slip through the gaps, but 2 groups, maybe more. I mean,
I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Maybe they're like hiding out or something, or they've like moved base.
move base. Why would they do that?
Well, I don't know. If Scabbeth has moved house, then maybe they're trying to move around to get around from her.
No, I think they're safe at Little Oak. And besides, Will would protect them from Scabatha.
Well, he sounds like all the stories you told me, he sounds like he could beat up anyone. I'm sure they're perfectly okay. We'll find him.
I hope so.
And we'll kick Scabatha's butt while we're at it.
Yeah, I mean, someone's gotta.
How are we gonna get down?
When you say that, cut to Clapperclaw, who's looking up with a claw above his head like a sort of shielding the sun out of his eyes, and he's like, "Wow, can you believe that? Holland is the winner!" to Flopsy.
Flopsy's just clapping when he sees Holland at the top.
I didn't really doubt that he would be the one to win.
No, me neither. He's my best friend. Did you know that?
That's really nice. I actually think Holland is everyone's best friend, in a way. Everyone liked him back at the carnival as well. I don't think there's a single person... Well, actually, there's one. I don't think there's a single other person that doesn't like Holland.
I don't think so, neither. I don't think anybody could not like Holland. And I mean, like, you know... Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure. What's the question?
Are you Holland's dad?
Yes!
It's just because I know that we've been getting up to a little bit of trouble here and there, and you're always kind of like telling him what to do sometimes, I've noticed. Like, not like in a bad way.
I don't mean to tell him what to do, but I've known Holland ever since he was a little boy. Can I be honest with you, Clapperclaw? It's...
Oh yeah, all the time.
It's a bit strange not to see Holland like a little boy anymore. We've been wandering around here, and he's been talking about bopping Bavlorna this and stabbing Scabatha that, and hitting people with a big, hefty-looking mace. It's...
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to seeing him operate a carousel, you see, and it's... I'm not his dad, by the way, but it is strange seeing him grow up like this. So it's moments like this that are really nice to see. Just Holland being able to clamber about like he did at the carnival, having fun.
Well, I'm sure that's kind of something like what a dad would say, considering that's like what your dad said about you. It's kind of strange to see you all grown up.
Oh, yes, he did say that, didn't he? That's...
He's gonna kind of like spare a look up at Holland again.
Well, I suppose I'm not his dad, no, but I do. I guess I do look out for him like one. I'd like to think. I'm not sure if you asked him the same question, whether he'd answer the same, but...
And you're gonna look out for him for the rest of his entire life, I can just tell.
and you're gonna be there when every time he does something cool, and every time maybe he might even fall in love and go get married to a nice little Harengon, and you'll be there at the wedding, and you know, and so will I, but I'll be eating all of, you know, the wedding favors.
Oh, they'll have to get a lot of food for the wedding, but I know a good caterer, so I'm sure Holland will be well prepared for you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because I'll be there, too. Because being his best friend, I'll be like, you know, the guy that's like, here's the rings and stuff. I don't know how weddings work.
Well, I'm sure I'm going to take one of Clapper Claw's claws. I'm guessing the claws are massive, by the way.
They're like absolutely huge lobster claws.
Well, as far as I'm aware for weddings, you would have, if you were the one holding the rings, you would have 2 rings, which I think you'd be able to fit 2 Harengon-sized rings on right here. And you would keep a precious hold of them to make sure that they don't get lost, and you would hand them to Holland at the perfect moment. So, I think you're maybe the perfect friend to have for that.
And what would you do at the wedding, if there was one, or any other such events that could happen like that?
Well, I suppose I could cater, make the food, try to entertain the guests.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that cupcake that you gave me. It was really nice.
Oh, there's more where that came from. Oh, well, not right now. I'll need to prepare some more. But, yes, certainly you can have more.
Good.
And at the wedding there would be, well, or whatever function it may be, I'd be sure to make even better ones, the best ones.
That sounds like something a dad would say.
Okay, I need to practice things that a dad wouldn't say. What would a dad not say?
A dad would not say it's horrible things that the red cap said. But we won't repeat that, especially not to Holland, because that's just mean.
No, I
But you
wouldn't
could
say
say,
any of those.
you're my best friend in the whole wide world.
Well, I could say that. I don't think Holland would protest at all, but I wouldn't want to steal the thing that you say.
Well, consider it a gift from me to you.
Oh, thank you.
He looks very expectantly, and his like nose
Do
flicks
I
down to your bag, like.
Okay, well, I'll just see what I can exchange for that. I open the bag up and immediately see a huge hock of ham.
Oh, how did that get there?
Well, I suppose since I'm in possession of it, this is my thing to give. So, Clapperclaw, thank you for giving me a delightful phrase to say. Here is a mysterious ham hock that has appeared in my bag.
He takes it like with between his little claws, like the bone of it. He takes it like, and he holds it up, and he goes, "Holland, I won this ham."
Holland's like peering down, like you can just barely see him over. Like he's like dangling off the side of the branch, and Archie's like holding the cuff of his shirt, like keeping him balanced. Whoa, that's really cool.
I know, and it's still good. And he takes like a huge bite out of it, and like he like waves it at you, and like the honey goes flacking around everywhere, like flicks on Flopsy.
Anyway, I think you should try and come down real careful, like, so you can have some of this ham.
Well, I have an idea, Holland, on how we can get down.
Yeah?
So I've still got my 50 feet of hempen rope. So if I just tie it around this tree, then we can climb down. But I don't know how to tie knots, so if you don't mind, and Archie hands Holland 50 feet of hempen rope, hoping he will tie it again.
Oh, I can't tie knots either.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think we've already had this conversation.
Huh.
I think it was when someone
Are
was
you
drowning.
two stuck?
Can you catch us?
I can try. It might hurt a bit.
Oh.
Well, I
Maybe
don't.
you should try.
Flopsy, you're
Don't-
saying deadly things again.
Oh.
Make sure if you do jump one at a time. I can't catch both. Is that deadly?
That's too deadly. Jump down as hard as you can, land in that water, I dare you.
I wouldn't advise
All right.
that. Oh no, that's deadly.
Holland's gonna jump.
Whoa! Alright, okay.
God.
Right, so you're going to take a run off this branch here, and you're going to do a diving leap. Make an acrobatics check, and the DC will be 15 because it's a big jump.
Okay. Is that to actually successfully do the jump?
It's to land without hurting yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
While Holland's jumping, Flopsy's going to run to the water's edge. Here.
Right, you run to the water's edge. Holland, you clear the branches and stuff. As you get to about here, your arms are literally like, whoa, and you flip around in the air, and you don't land as gracefully as you think you should. And with the height from there to there, you're gonna take 5d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As you land harshly. That's 13.
That's fine.
13 bludgeoning as you land harshly into this little pool. Like your body literally like sinks straight down to the base of it. Like
It belly flops.
Flopsy roll.
Because it looks that harsh.
I was gonna say just roll a dex save as this huge surge of water just like flows out of there. From that height and the weight of Holland being quite a hefty Harengon. Yeah, okay. You just take a really easy step to the side. Yeah.
Since it looked harsh, Flopsy is going to jump straight in and go towards Holland. Without even really thinking. Swimming up, as soon as he grabs hold of Holland, Cure Wounds, 2nd level, because I don't have any 1st level slots left.
Oh, how kind.
He's taking bites out of the ham and he's like, "You're doing it again, he's fine, don't worry about it."
I'm going to start pulling you, even though you're probably at full health again now, I'm just going to start pulling you towards the edge of the water.
Are you okay, Holland? We'll get you to land. It's fine. Are you hurt?
That was fun. That was like when Palasha used to do the backflips out of the bowl.
Holland, you're a Harengon, not a mermaid. You have to remember that, though. Well, to be fair, it did look quite fun before you hit the ground. Just remember, have the fun, but always be careful of the ground. I can't make this into a smart saying. Always remember the ground coming up to meet you. No, that doesn't make sense. Archie, don't do what Holland just did.
Archie, I dare you to do the same thing.
You're daring me?
I double, triple, mega dare you.
Oh, God. Oh, well, I'll have to now. She has to jump. She simply has to. She's gonna roll the acrobatics midair. 12.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna get to 50 feet above the water, and then you're gonna be like, whoa, splash straight down, and you're gonna take 25 bludgeoning damage.
Do I need to do a dex save again?
Yeah, dex save, and Holland, everyone dex saves.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Flopsy's a dexterous lad, you know.
Hey.
He's just a
shit!
boy.
As all the
I
water.
get a plus D4 if it changed 12.
Aye, nice. Yeah, so you get it. Yeah, you're both safe. Like the water does get you, Holland, a little bit. It does not get Flopsy at all. It remains completely dry. But it's not. It's only the outskirts of the water that gets you. It's not the full force of it.
Just as the same with Holland, Flopsy is just gonna sigh and dive back in, go up to Archie.
Archie, are you okay?
I think I've got a
That was
cramp.
really reckless.
I've got a cramp.
Well, stop thrashing about. I'll get you to the land. It's fine.
That's 16 healing.
Needed.
You
We're
guys
gonna
are
have to
fucking
long rest at some
crazy.
point soon.
You're actually insane. Do you know that? You're
Well,
insane.
Oh, come on.
I
It
mean,
was a double mega dare.
gosh, you guys really need to learn how to fly. Do you not have any, like... Oh, wait a minute. Just give me a second. Jeez. And he's going to fly up into his little house. He's going to emerge back down again with extremely tiny little, what looks like sort of leather coin bags. And he's going to be like, all right, okay, I've got enough for just 2 of you, okay? And he's going to hand out a bag of pixie dust to Holland and pixie dust to Archie. And be like, next time you do something stupid like that, especially if you're higher up than my tree, then you gotta fucking sprinkle this shit on yourself, okay? And then you can fly like I can.
What, fly?
Nice.
Yeah, like you just sprinkle it on yourself. Oh, sorry, there's a little bit of a caveat. You have to, like, think of something that makes you real happy. Sometimes I can't do that, because, you know, I sometimes I'm not in a really good mood.
Oh.
But I don't need it anyway, because I can just fly.
I like the implication that sometimes instead of flying, he chooses to.
Oh
put
no!
pixie dust on
If
it.
a pixie dust uses it, why do you think we got it? If we use pixie dust, we get to fly even faster.
Oh, cool. That wasn't said in response to anything. But that's cool information.
If you were wondering why I'd need it, then that's your answer.
Wow, can you detect thoughts or something?
I don't know, maybe. Anyway, it's been real cool getting to know you guys, but you know, I'm gonna head off because I need to sleep just in case any more of those guys come along, and so I can turn them into sheep again.
Okay, well, we hope you have fun. I think.
All
Do you
right.
think that?
Well, I hope you don't hurt my tree. Bye. He just fucks off.
What a strange guy.
Oh, that was so cool. You guys are so brave. I want to try it. And he's gonna
No, Clapper Claw! Clapper Claw!
He's gonna start
Okay.
climbing up the tree.
Clapper Claw, you need to be careful. The
I'll
tree
be
could get
careful.
hurt.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm good.
Clapper Claw,
Hey.
if you hurt that tree, I will not take you to Little Oak.
Well, I'm not gonna hurt the tree. I'm gonna be real careful like you guys were.
Clapperclaw, you might not hurt the tree, but
Zip.
I don't want you hurting yourself.
Zip, zip.
No, Clapper Claw.
He's
Going
got
up with him.
20 athletics. I'm being
Oh.
real careful. I told you. Oh my goodness gracious. That's an 11, so he can only go half his speed. Deep, deep, deep. You can get there.
Oh, Archie
Oh,
like climbs onto it very slightly and just falls.
aw. 16. Whoa.
He's still soggy from the water.
Like, yeah, literally, Flopsy, you see that Archie like bangs her head,
Hmm.
and she just says "ow," and then she
Aw.
lies down on a rock and starts sleeping.
Aw.
She's so tired.
Oh, he makes it.
Hey.
Here I am, everybody. Now you watch out, cause I'm gonna be a bird in the sky. If you want to make a final check to get up next to him, Holland, you can.
Yeah, here, give me a pull up before you do.
Alright, he's gonna hold his claw out to you, whilst like sort of holding his claw around another branch to hold himself there.
Does that give me advantage?
It does, because he's helping you.
Hey.
Alright.
Hi.
Hi. Now.
Look at us. On
What?
top of the world. Just
What's
you,
this?
me, and the ham.
Oh, the ham! Oh, I left my ham down there. I couldn't climb up with my ham, you know? That'd be a bit, you know.
Oh, don't worry. I left my mace on the ground and brought the ham instead.
Oh. Can I have a bite of that ham to give me some bravery?
Of course.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it real good, right?
Holland,
you're
are you
like-
talking sense into him?
You're not my dad! Go on, Lauren.
Is your, like, you know, like, inside's gonna be okay if you do this?
I don't know. Maybe all my stuff might float around down that river there, but I don't know. Oh, by the way, if you find stuff like dead leaves,
then you can fill me up again. Like it's like, let me see.
Let me see.
It's dead plants can work too, like straw, because it's dead, and like anything else, hay, leaves, you can use
Well,
that.
there's loads of dead leaves around here. Go for it.
All right.
You back, no bother.
What can I say before I jump? I want to say something real cool.
You gotta say the longest word you can think of, and then start it when you jump and finish it when you land in the water.
The longest word I've ever thought about?
Yep.
Okay. Holland, Flopsy, Archie, all is one word.
He gets a 9. Oh my god.
Oh.
He fucking trips straight away and he like goes falling and he's actually gonna fall from a greater height. Oh, this is gonna knock him. This is gonna fucking knock him. He's
Could I try and react if he trips? Can I try and catch him before he goes?
Do a dex save, but the DC will be 15.
Okay. No.
Yeah, you don't catch him. Oh god, he's fucking out of there. So yeah, he falls straight into the water, and you just see like his entire body, just like all of his fucking hair, just like puffs out at once, and it goes like floating down around everywhere. Oh, hang on.
Holland reaches out to catch Clapperclaw and just falls off.
Oh shit, that's a fucking nat 1, innit?
Yeah,
nat 1
he
you're gonna
doesn't even
take.
make it to the fucking pool.
Oh my god, right. Nat 1 you're gonna take 24 bludgeoning damage as you just bounce all the way down the fucking tree. Like, oof, oh, oof. Fucking Minecraft villager noises.
Flopsy was literally about to jump after Clapperclaw, then sees Holland falling and is just kind of looking left to right, going, ha, 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 ha.
Holland's like landed like face down in the plant growth. So it's just like weeds all around him, but he just holds up a thumbs up.
Oh god.
Without looking up.
As soon as the thumbs up comes up, he jumps in, third time's the charm.
Okay, before you do, he makes a death save. Like, yeah.
Oh.
It's just for fun, you know what I mean? I roll it live.
We're doing it live.
It's a 10.
Bless me.
What's a 10 on a death save? Is that
It's a
means
success.
like, good?
It's a success.
No, because 1 is where it starts, so it's 11 or higher. That's a success.
Oh yeah, it is. It's not a success.
That's what I was
It's a
thinking,
fail.
yeah.
You literally just see his lifeless body just floating there, and it's like when you get up to him as well, it's just like his head is on a stick with his clothes loosely hanging around it because all of his stuffing's fallen out.
I'm gonna gather up as much of him as I can.
Yeah. Your cure wounds is not going to work here.
Oh, Cure Wounds doesn't work.
You have to stuff him with dead plant matter.
Okay. I'm going to gather the claws, the clothes, and the skull. Sans stuffing, I guess, because that's what he's lacking. And I'm going to drag the body up to the shore.
The body. What is
gonna
this?
be holding, like-
What is this? A Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode? What the fuck?
What?
Oh, you don't know.
I'm
do
going
you?
to transport the corpse.
Hey. All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to, like, plod him down and start looking around for...
Is fucking
things
Archie knocked
to
out?
stuffing.
Archie's gone to sleep.
Why is that on her?
He's having a little nap.
Oh, okay. Does
We're just chilling at the bottom
does
of the
Holland
tree.
not bounding down wake you up?
Nah.
Okay. All right, Flopsy.
She's gonna wake up afterwards for comedic effect.
Yeah, can I search around for dead leaves, any stuffage?
Yeah.
That's
You see
around?
all of the golden sort of brown leaves that have fallen from Grandfather are all scattered all around the ground. Yeah.
I'm just going to go and grab as much of that as I can to go and stuff them into Clapperclaw.
All right. He regains 9. And his eyes don't flick open because his eyes are hollow skull eyes. But he moves his head slightly and he's like, "Oh, my goodness gracious."
Are you okay, Clapperclaw? You're awake again?
Did I do that?
He looks all the way up.
Yes, you did a very unreasonably stupid. I'm just glad you're okay. It's fine. Everyone's okay.
He's
Holland's like rolled over, rolling down the hill. Hey, friends.
Hi.
You feeling okay?
That was a really hard jump. Oh, my
Yeah.
head feels a bit like...
and you see the back of his skull has got like a crack down the back of it.
Oh, here, let me, and Holland's gonna put his hand over the crack and try and mend it.
Nice.
That works on phone, does it?
Yeah, it does. It's a crack.
Nice.
Yeah. And he's like, oh!
I got you.
My headaches just disappeared. Wow.
Magic. Oh, wait, I actually am. Oh, because I'm really magic.
Wow. Whoa. Well, that was cool. Flopsy, do you want to have a go?
I certainly do not want to have a go at that. No. But it may have been very dangerous, and I may not allow you to do anything like that again. Well, allow is it? I don't want you doing that again. But the jumps did look pretty cool, so you can feel very happy with yourselves.
We are cool. We're the cool club, aren't we, guys?
Did I miss your cool jump?
Did you not see me jump from all the way over there?
I think I was asleep for like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, these can vouch for me. I made it. And us three, we're now in the cool club because we did it.
Oh, well, Flopsy, there's always time to join the cool club. But, you know, maybe...
Is there any other ways to join the cool club? Any that don't involve very large falls to cold, hard ground?
Flopsy, can you stand back for a second while me, Holland, and Clapperclaw have a group discussion?
Yeah, the cool
sure,
club
sure,
needs to talk about this.
So, guys, are there other ways to be cool?
I don't know.
I
Holland?
say we use it to, like, you know, get another one of those hands. Because, like, when I tripped, it was in my hands and I just let go. He, like, looks around. I don't know where that landed, but I don't think it's
dang.
good anymore.
Yeah, well, send him on a quest to get another ham.
Or maybe, like... Well, a lot of people have said I'm really cool, usually when I shoot my bow. So maybe if Flopsy tries to shoot my bow and does, like, a really cool shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could put an apple on my head and he could shoot it off.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Wait,
Okay, Flopsy.
I don't know if I got an apple, but I certainly got this cupcake in my pocket.
And he just picks up... It's not even a cupcake anymore, because it's from the stuff from the table. It's literally just a mush.
Mush.
Yeah. And he piles the, like, crumbly mush on top of Holland's head and he's like,
Stay real still now. Tell him your idea.
Well, Flopsy, I'm gonna give you one opportunity to be in the cool club.
Okay, yes. It
Yeah.
doesn't involve hurting myself, does it?
No, of course not. Okay, so this is Zephyr, and she pulls out her longbow. It's like about as tall as you are, Flopsy. Okay, so this is an arrow. I pull out one of the cork arrows. You gotta shoot that cupcake. Well, you know that thing that's on top of Holland's head. You gotta shoot that with my bow and arrow.
This does sound really cool and all, but there is one slight problem with this, and that's the fact that Holland is underneath the thing that I need to shoot.
Oh, don't worry, he won't get hurt with this arrow. Well, not really. Not, you know.
Not
won't get
really.
hurt. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, okay, I'll trust you. I guess. Well, how do I don't think I've actually fired a bow like this before. I was going to ask if I would have proficiency on this, but I'm just going to say that I don't.
No.
You don't.
I was going to say I don't know whether it classes as a simple weapon or not, looking at my proficiencies.
It's considered a longbow.
So, it's just pure dex in it for ranged.
This is shooting the crumbs off of Holland's head.
Wait, is it literal crumbs?
It's a pile of cake crumbs that are on top of Holland's head.
Oh, I'm just going to drink off the proper flour then.
Alright, okay.
Needs to be some kind of target.
Yeah, from the crumbs grows the flower.
Right, Holland, you see Flopsy pull back the bow and like hold the longbow up, but his hands are really shaky and his face just looks completely concerned until you grow the flower, and then he gets reassured a bit because it's like, right, something to actually aim for that's not Holland's head. And Flopsy is going to struggle pulling back the bow part of the bow.
Can I just ask a question? Holland, what's your AC? What? Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Flopsy, how do you want to do this?
Right through the middle of the flower, the arrow's just going to donk and knock the flower off.
Ooh.
Just soaring right over your head. Flopsy looks shocked as he lets go of the bow.
Clapperclaw runs over.
I did it.
He runs over to the arrow, picks it up, and he holds it up, and you can see that the arrowhead is literally through the middle of this flower.
Holland runs over to Flopsy while he runs over there and gives him a big hug. Wow, you did it! Oh my gosh!
I didn't hit you. If I did, you could have gone miles away. That was quite reckless. Well. Cool, though. I guess you could say it was cool.
He kind of looks nonchalantly, like it's bad attempt at being nonchalant.
Maybe some people would think it was cool.
It was cool. It was cool because you were doing it, though.
Oh, it was? It was, wasn't it?
I mean, it was a cool shot anyway. You certainly passed the test. But, you know... well, you know, you gotta give me something now.
Flopsy goes up and shakes Archie's hand and says, "Thank you very much for the opportunity to join the cool club." I can't remember exactly what you were calling yourselves. There you are. And he finishes shaking your hand and smiles at you. Okay,
What?
yes, here's your bow.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
Clapperclaw lifts up the arrow with the flower through it and is like, "Can I keep this?"
Archie looks at Flops as if it's Flopsy's possession.
Oh, I would have returned it back to you, Archie, but if you're happy, yes, you can keep that.
All right,
as a memento of the cool moment.
Nice. I'll keep all of this inside me.
And he opens his jacket and thrusts it into the dead leaves that are inside him, and keeps it there. And
does he take piercing damage?
No, he's also gonna say he's gonna root around in Holland's pockets for the stuff that he's put in there from the mansion, and he's gonna present you with a jar, and he's like, "And in exchange, you can have this tasty, lovely jam." And give you a fucking jar of raspberry jam.
Oh, well, actually, now that we're giving out gifts, it reminds me of something that I found that I think you would really like, Flopsy.
Oh, me?
Yeah, a gift for you.
I wasn't expecting any gifts. What is it?
Well, I wouldn't normally give this away, but you've been really nice to me, and you've been really nice to everyone, and so I do think you deserve a gift. And I give Flopsy a bunch of old, frayed, coiled belts. I think, you know, I've seen how you like to dress. I figure you could figure out how to use these.
Flopsy looks a little bit like flat-eyed to begin with, like takes a hold of them and inspects them a bit, and then his eyes kind of widen a bit.
Well, ever since being here, I haven't really had the opportunity to spice up my look and change things about a bit. These are perfect. Thank you.
Archie puts a hand out.
Well, my gift in return may need some construction. Am I able to return the favor in a little bit of time? Maybe after we've rested a little bit.
Oh yeah, sure. That's fine. I think. Clapper claws, is that the rules?
The rules?
You know, the rules.
I think so. It just means that you owe Archie something, and that means that you owe it. So that means you're always gonna owe something until you give it.
Oh yes, I definitely know what I'm going to give to Archie, but it's just not ready yet.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what are we doing anyways, guys?
Well, that's a good point, Clapperclaw. We can't really be seen standing around here doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also I'm really tired and like kind of sore. He like pops his shoulder back in its socket.
Well, we've got the race out of the way. Weren't we on our way to meet one of your friends, Archie? Would we not be able to rest at their house?
Nib's cave. I don't know. I've not really met him before. Not really. I've just heard about him, and he's a little bit strange. And as for Little Oak, I think that's quite far away. I think.
Little Oak, is that where Nib's cave is?
No, Little Oak's. Archie sort of looks around, checking if there's anyone in the environment. I'm gonna roll a perception check. There's any sneaky peoples? No.
Yeah, you see that there's like the pixies are still like keeping an eye on you from a distance. But if you whisper, they won't be able to hear you.
She leans in real close. She lifts up Flopsy's ear again, as she's known to do. That's where Will of the Feywild and the Getaway Gang are. Don't tell anyone.
He does a like lips zip signal.
Well, I suppose if the cave is closer, we were going to see if he could get us any helpful items, and maybe that'll help us find Will of the Feywild. So I suppose that's the next port of call. Is Nib a friend of a friend, so we might be able to rest in there? You say he's a bit strange, but surely he's friendly towards you.
What does Archie think? Can Archie consult her memory?
You roll a history.
14.
Okay, you recall the Getaway Gang sort of talking about how they do go to Nibs, but they also talk about it being quite a scary experience, that sometimes they daren't go in the cave, but sometimes when they do go in the cave, they come out of it with something, but they're not quite sure how they got it. But whenever they talk about him, they always say that he's a very quiet sort of guy. He doesn't really say much, and when he does say things, they're really weird.
I don't know. Apparently that place gives people the heebie-jeebies.
Well, we're not going to get a good night's rest with heebie-jeebies. Are you sure you need a full sleep, Holland, or could we march on?
Well, I could just take a quick nap under Grandpappy here.
Yeah, you can all have a short rest. Yeah, I mean, this is like
Like-
long enough to have a short rest anyway, because you're just chilling and talking.
Cool. Short rest achieved.
All right. You have your little short rest. And you...
Well, I think, to be fair, we've had a nice stand around here. We jumped in that water, most of us. And I think I'm very rejuvenated from the entire experience.
Mhm. Okay. Are you setting off to Nibs?
Yeah, go on then.
All right. Okay.
Go on then. Cheeky bit of...
Cheeky bit of nib.
exactly.
So you make your way sort of through the forest, and it doesn't take you long at all until you do reach the mouth of a cave. And there's sort of like a cozy torchlight flickering, radiating from this cave. It's like a sort of like a hillside in the wood. And you see 20 feet from the cave, there's a tree. And upon the tree, attached, nailed in fact, is a sheet of parchment with a picture of Will on there. I'm sure I've showed a picture of Will before. But yeah, it's like a little sort of like really sort of skinny black kid with like really round afro hair. Sort of like it's like spikes off in directions, sort of like a starfish in like loads of different sort of ways, but it's like very like sort of voluptuous and like puffy. In its like little spikes. And on that you see it says it's
Who says
written
that?
it's written in Sylvan, so whoever can read Sylvan can say it. See that it reads, "How dare this ragamuffin defy me? Bring him to me alive and unharmed, and I'll grant you a loyal servant."
A loyal servant. Yeah, right. Like I'd ever betray Will's trust. Archie just says out loud. I don't know if anyone else can read it.
Yeah, I can.
I wonder what he did wrong.
There we go.
Well,
Well, he's obviously teased the guy off somehow.
It doesn't read that. The words on it is not the same, because that's the picture that's used for all of the posters.
is it still signed Granny Nightshade?
Oh yeah, it's signed Granny Nightshade. Excuse me.
No, look right here. Granny Nightshade.
Oh yeah, your finger was covering it.
Yeah, because I was pointing at it. But I was pointing it a little bit too high.
That makes a bit more sense now. I thought Nib was really pissed off.
Sorry.
Nah. I don't think Nib would be upset with Will. Because, I mean, I've not heard about him being terrible and evil. And obviously only terrible and evil people don't like Will the Feywild. I mean, some people kind of think he's a little bit annoying. But, you know, most people don't hate him.
Well, I think he looks real friendly.
Me too.
Well, any friend of yours is a friend of ours, so we shan't be turning him in. I do wonder what she means by servant, though. Is that quite an attractive offer for people around these parts?
Faithful servant. I don't know. I mean, it could be anything. Could be like, you know, something mean.
Hmm.
You know,
Well-
it'd say as a faithful servant. Faithful to who?
It does raise questions. I like it when friends work alongside me, but if you're getting a servant as a reward, it does seem a little bit, unfriendly.
Hmm.
Like, he'll be working without choosing to, like you said you didn't like the sound of before.
Exactly. It's just like the horses, They might be faithful servants, but, they'd rather be free and wild and happy. And I think the same applies to Will of the Feywild.
Well, if you've not heard from Will in a while, do you think that people may be after him for this? And it's not just Granny Nightshade that's after him, but she's turned the whole of this place against him.
I wouldn't be too surprised if Vanellope was at the bottom of this. I mean, she does like to... She just, looks upset. She's slandering her, but you get the idea that she doesn't even know why.
Aw.
Well, whoever's at the bottom of it, I'm sure we'll be able to find it out and put all the wrongs to right. We may as well keep hold of this poster, though, so nobody else sees it and gets any nefarious ideas.
Good idea.
Is that what he, is that accurately, what he looks like?
His hair's more rounded in the picture, but you know him to have spikier hair. It's more like the clumps of spikes are more spiky, if that makes sense. So it's still quite soft and, bouncy.
No, they got his hair all wrong. His hair is,
Well,
a little spikier, but not, too spiky. But it's nice. He's got nicer hair than in this picture.
hey, isn't that a good sign, though? If they didn't get his hair right, then they haven't got a proper good look at him.
That's true.
That does give me another idea. Rather than stealing the poster and any other like it that we may come across, we could change the poster so everybody's looking for somebody who isn't Will of the Feywild. They could be looking for Bill of the Baywild.
Bill of the Baywild, who's that?
Well, I can tell you it's certainly not Will of the Feywild.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you have, a pencil or something?
Not a single one of you has any drawing implements.
I was hoping that you might have had some sort of pencil or something.
Well, I could probably, find some berries and crush them up, and we can make, an ink. Or maybe, we could find a slug and make it crawl all across the picture, and then... I don't know.
I have some
At this point,
paints. They're not very, precise, because they're meant to go, on your face, but... I mean, maybe they'll do the job.
Archie steps to the side. So, floor is all yours.
I mean, the reason they've been, just bouncing around in the bottom of my bag is because I can't really use them.
Well, I reckon this is as good as any a time to try.
Well. Oh, okay. And I sort of pull out I don't know, a fucking what are they fucking called? The compacted dry paint, and then you have to like put a drop of water on it. And it's one of
Watercolors.
those.
Yeah.
I decide what's in a disguise kit, not you.
Disguise kit. Watercolor disguise kits, yeah.
Nice.
So he just he still has his watering can, bless him, so he just puts a hearty dollop of water in there, stirs it round with his finger, I guess, and like just smears like 2 fingers in, and then just goes up to the painting, to the poster even, and like just kind of hovers his finger over it like he doesn't know what to do, like where to begin. How I don't know how to cover it up.
Maybe you could give him like a top hat or something.
Top hat?
Yes, just like the one I used to wear. If you think about that really hard, I'm sure you'll be able to do something.
I'll give it a go. And he'll like sort of go to like the top of Will's portrait and start trying to draw what he remembers of Flopsy's top hat. But that sounds like he can't remember it. He has a crystal memory of the top hat, of the many top hats that Flopsy owns.
So what?
But then he tries and touches his finger to the portrait, and he just rips the fucking paper.
Nice.
Somehow, the ink just like seeps through so fast that when like paper's wet, it just tears really quick. Oh, that's sugar. Sorry.
Oh, well.
Better not swear, Holland.
Well, I learned it from you. I didn't even know that was a word before I met you.
I told you not to say it.
Well, I won't
Archie,
say it.
both of you shouldn't say it. Not again.
Am I allowed to say it?
Flopsy like opens his mouth to say no straight away, then considers for a second.
Not in front of Holland.
I heard
He's a little boy.
those redcaps said it, and they said, "Oh, you little shit."
He's like looking right at Flopsy.
Flopsy just looks down at him like he raises an eyebrow, like finish the word.
Clapperclaw, if you say that naughty word, you are grounded.
Shit.
For 3 days.
All right, fine. Jeez.
I would take it as a general rule that anything the redcaps say is something that you probably shouldn't say yourselves. It's very unpleasant.
That's true.
But bad words aside, I don't want you to feel bad, Holland. This still achieved what we wanted. Nobody's going to recognize Will of the Feywild from this poster.
Yeah, that's true.
And if they
I'm
did...
sorry it wasn't anything like funny.
Yeah, but if someone saw this and they like were nasty and wanted to get Will of the Feywild, they'd be looking for someone who's like got a big hole in the middle of their face, which Will of the Feywild doesn't.
You can see that like from the water as well. Like the water's made the rest of the ink bleed too, so you can't really see that it's a person at all. Nor can you read the writing. It's just completely destroyed.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, someone would have a pretty hard time of doing anything nasty.
I think it's a job well done. Done differently than we thought, but done well.
Well done.
Even Scabather herself couldn't remember what it said.
Well, are you ready to introduce us all to Nib, Archie?
Oh, I could never be ready. But let's go on in.
Alright. As you approach Nib's cave, you start to hear this like humming, sort of twinkling sound. When you get in there, you see piles and piles and piles and piles and piles of gold twinkling in the lantern-lit cave.
Okay, Holland, we're gonna go in there, and you're gonna see this in a second, Flopsy. This maybe applies to you too, but it mostly applies to Holland. There's a lot of gold. Don't try and steal any.
Clapperclaw looks at it like through the thing. He's like,
Ah, a lot of gold. That could buy me a lot of ham.
Clapperclaw, if you steal even a penny of that gold, then you are grounded for 3 months, and you will have no ham for dinner.
Alright, but it's real shiny.
4 months.
It's okay, Archie. I have a rule, and Clapperclaw, you might like it too. It's that you can only steal something if it's fun. And gold just isn't fun. It's something that adults talk about to be boring.
Yeah, that's actually right. I believe in that.
I also agree with that. And then she looks at Flopsy.
I agree with that as well. Yes. I think Clapperclaw, you should go in ahead of me, though. Not that I don't trust you or anything, but you should probably stay in front of me.
In front of you?
Just while we're in there, yes. Just so I can keep an eye on you. Not because I don't trust you with the gold or anything, but...
You want me to go in first?
Well,
Oh, no, I assume Archie was going in first.
Oh.
yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I'll go in first and sort of check around for traps. Yeah, I saw you trying to use that tool, Jenna.
I know. It keeps
Don't
winding
think
me
you were
up.
hiding that.
Alright, we're bad.
I'm gonna investigate for traps.
Alright, roll an investigation.
5.
No traps to be found.
Alright, it's safe in here.
Alright.
No, she's not going to look for traps ever again in this area.
Clapperclaw follows you. Clapperclaw, you see, is literally like staring down at all of the gold, and not only that, interspersed in the gold as well, you see that there are like jewels and other such things.
As we're going through, can I just blanket be focusing on Clapperclaw so that if I notice Clapperclaw trying to steal any gold, I'd be able to either intercept or do something about it?
Ground him.
Ground him, yeah.
I'm going to put all of my trust in Holland not to do anything because my focus is going to be on Clapperclaw.
Alright, okay. Everybody roll a wisdom saving throw.
No, it's a trap. Who'd have thunk it? Jenna. No.
11.
Wow, that's insane. Alright, okay, here's what happens. So, Clapperclaw's eyes are like transfixed on this gold, and you see him sort of snap out of it, and he like shuffles over here and looks around sort of like quite nervously. Holland, you sort of follow up behind Archie. I'm just going to put you where you need to be for the sake of it. Yeah, you sort of follow up around, and you see sitting at oh, he's not there actually. Excuse me, fucking jeez Louise. No, he is there. No, he's not. He's sitting at the wheel. What the hell have I done? I've put him on the wrong layer. I'm an idiot. Sitting at this wheel, right? Is an old man, right? You would be about here, this far away from him. An old man who is blindfolded. He looks to be human. Very, very old, with a very, like, hunched back as he's sat at this spinning wheel. You just see his little foot on the sort of wooden pedal, just like tapping and tapping and tapping and tapping and tapping, and the wheels just like around him. And as you emerge in to the room. Holland, you are the only one who's going to see something. You're going to see this terrifying shadow creature standing behind him, like very, very tall, like a sleep paralysis demon. Its huge legs like bend backwards, like sort of like an ostrich, and its feet are like claws digging into the ground. Its waist sort of thrusts all the way back as it's sort of like crouching on its knees, even still taller than him as it crouches. Its long hair is sort of like dangling wetly, like sort of above him. And you see that his mouth sort of like, Nib's mouth is sort of like muttering to himself over and over and over again. Some illegible phrases. His mouth sort of wobbles as though, like with elderly people as they do, you know. And his blindfold's tightly attached to his eyes. And when you look at the big black shadow creature, it raises its head up and sort of looks towards you with these yellow golden eyes sort of shining brightly out through its hair, and it transfixes on you and you get this burst of fear in your belly. And then you look to the walls and everyone sees this. The walls of the cave sort of flicker as if the cave could be filled with water which, when light shines on it and flickers onto the walls, it creates that sort of strange wave-like effect as all of the walls seem to turn into somewhat looks like a projection. At the base of the wall, fire starts to creep up and around the entire cave, and you stay transfixed for a minute, Holland, as you see on the walls projected, and everybody sees this. If you were to have a nightmare, how would it play out? And that's a direct question for you, Lauren. How would this look? If there were to be a visual representation of a video of your nightmares play on these walls of this cave.
It would be the sort of surrounding, overwhelming, like overstimulating sound of banging on doors, frantic like pounding on doors, scratching into the wood, and just smoke everywhere. It's like surrounding you completely. And I don't know if it can convey feelings, but just
yeah, it's conveying everything. Yes.
Of feeling like you're the last person alive.
And then the visions warp and get more visual now. You can see things that Holland could see, that Holland could possibly see if it was a memory now. What would that look like? A nightmarish memory.
You'd see the doors sort of begin to glow red hot around the edges, and same with the handle, and the sort of illusion shudders as if he's stumbling backwards and frantically with like whirling round. And it's a room full of wooden toys and clay toys, all painted in these like beautiful flowery like designs. It's a pale blue room that's slowly starting to get soot dancing across the walls, and immediately the camera just jumps on the bed and through the open window.
And as the vision flies through this open window, it hits sky, a purple deep sky, which then huge grey clouds come covering. You see Clapperclaw's knees knocking together, these huge grey clouds swirling in the sky. The clouds crash together, creating lightning as it striking down at the ground the vision moves towards the grass, and you see a bolt of lightning strike along one wall, strike along another. You see little boots running as fast as they can through a forest, through trees, through a tree, through the tree, into the bark, into a portal, tumbling, falling for ages, until landing on soft grass. Swivelly visions, everything's wobbly. A weird frog licks its tongue towards, and the camera backs away, and you see an old woman with a shawl over her head, a little basket in her hand, come standing over, looking down. You see a hammer in the hand of a child. And the visions flicker into fire once more. The fire surrounds you all as it sort of withers and dies a little. And all this keeps going on repeat until it makes you nauseated whilst the scene plays out. Holland, you are frightened of this thing. You can't approach it. As is Clapperclaw. Archie and Flopsy, you have seen all of this all play out, and the entire time it's been playing out, you just hear, "I've led a cruel and heartless existence. I've led a cruel and heartless existence. I've led a cruel and heartless existence." As the muttering from this guy, this thing is literally staring directly into Holland's soul. Its eyes do flick to Clapperclaw every now and then, but it's mainly staring at Holland directly. But you guys don't see this. It's just Holland and Clapperclaw that see the actual creature. Archie and Flopsy, you've just seen the visions, and Nib.
What the heck's going on here?
I've led a cruel and heartless existence.
What kind of friends do your friends have, Archie? Excuse me, are you Nib?
His head turns towards the sound, and he goes, "I am Nib. I am Nib of Waterdeep."
Waterdeep? Sorry to hear.
I am sorry. I am sorry. I've led a cruel and heartless existence.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I exploited my poor tenants. Cruel, heartless. Too expensive. Too expensive. As his head...
Could I make a...
as his head turns towards the sound of your voice, Flopsy, when you say that, Holland and Clapperclaw will see the creature's long, spindly hand grab his head and turn it towards his spindle. Very, very, definitely. And everyone else just sees him return to his work.
Could I make a brief inquiry about the decor of the cave? It's very unique, and I, of all people, appreciate uniqueness, but is there any way you could maybe make the decor a bit friendlier? You have guests around.
A gift from Granny Nightshade.
A gift? I'm not asking about any gifts. Are you asking
gold,
for a gift?
The gold. A gift. He doesn't know what you're talking about with the visions on the walls. He just thinks that you're talking about the gold.
This guy can't see.
He's blind. Yeah, he's got shit over his eyes.
Mm.
Who were your tenants?
People. Poor people. Water Davian people. Granny Nightshade is helping me. She's helping me. He keeps smashing his foot on the pedal to keep the yarn spinner turning. And you see that, like, the monster... no one's seen the monster, but you see this, like, sort of floating... thin wire of gold come up when the spindle's about to run out, and you see that the wire comes from the piles of gold itself, but then the coins sort of like turn into the wire, so it's like it's being drawn from these piles and piles of coins. Those who can see the creature see that the creature is doing that. It's lifting it up with its long spindly fingers and trailing it back into the spindle to keep him going. Do you need anything useful? He says.
Well, apparently you make magic items.
That is my curse. I have led a cruel and heartless existence. Forever. I will make amends. Take from me.
What were you saying?
He says, take from me.
Take what?
What do you desire?
What can you make?
At your sort of lack of specificity, roll a d8.
Oh. 2.
You see he starts like clattering even more, and the creature sort of like forms its back up even further, like it's like, yeah. As he starts spinning and spinning and spinning, and out of his hands sort of he like sews this like rows and rows and rows of something starts to appear, as though it's like getting printed out into his hand. And you see that it's a square, sort of rectangular bag with a face on it, a long handle, and it is a bag of holding. He just like holds it out towards you all the while. He can't move his head as the creature has his hand facing his head in the right direction, so he just reaches his right arm out towards you, not looking at you, obviously he can't because he's blind, and hands out the bag. Take from me.
How much are we allowed to take?
He says, how many are there?
There's 4 of us here.
Take 3 more.
Actually, looks to the other 3.
Are you in want of anything in return?
He like sort of chuckles a bit, but as he chuckles, Holland, you see the thing sort of like slash at his cheek. Everyone else just sees 3 little lines just form on his skin, and blood just starts to like seep out, like very sudden. And he's like, He doesn't answer, but he's laughed. You heard him laugh with like sort of disagreement, of like, huh, as if, you know.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay? Would you like someone to see to your cuts?
I have led a cruel and heartless existence.
Does making this stuff hurt you?
Only if I don't.
Does it come? Is that Scabatha?
Granny Nightshade.
Yeah, that's Scabatha.
My bad deeds will remain behind me.
I feel quite uncomfortable with this whole setup, but if taking something from you helps you to better yourself, which is what I understand you to be saying, I guess I'll take something useful.
My gains need to be put to good use. From that you gather that this gold was his gold. Scabatha has obviously taken it from him and gifted it him back under this curse. Yeah. He has to put his ill-gotten gains to good use.
Well, Flopsy will just put his hand out towards him. I don't have much of an idea of what you can make.
Roll a d8.
Then not roll 2.
You can re-roll 2s. You can re-roll
No.
repeats, yeah.
6.
Ooh.
You get the gloves of thievery.
Holland item.
Perfect.
I'll just show that. Alright. 2 more.
Holland.
Holland, you can't approach this thing.
Yeah.
You get the idea as well that Archie and Flopsy can't see it. Like, you're kind of confused as to why they can't. But Clapperclaw sort of sidles up to you and he's just shaking his little knees.
You two alright? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Clapperclaw comes up to you and whispers,
Can't you see what's behind him?
Holland's not broken eye contact from it.
It
Archie-
hasn't with you, even when it's been moving his head.
Archie looks behind Holland. A wall?
No, behind that guy.
Archie turns around. No?
He's got his
a wall?
claws on his head.
What does?
The thing. You see it right, Flopsy? The thing?
I can't see anything apart from the gold and Nib and his spindle.
Clapperclaw points long at it. He literally lifts his claw, points directly at it, and he's like, he's right there! And when he says he's right there, you see the claws digging in to Nib's head, like causing blood to emerge out of his head. Nib like he's breathing through it.
Like a ghost or something.
I'm going to try something just to see if something's really there, or if Clapperclaw might be just seeing things. Holland, can you see anything behind Nib as well?
Yes.
I'm going to move closer so I can kind of whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Is it what Clapperclaw is talking about?
Yeah.
Flopsy is going to cast See Invisibility and see if he can see it.
Alright. You look towards the behind Nib, and the wall's still flickering with those memories on repeat constantly. The fire, the window, the forest, the hammer in a child's hand, all that's flickering around, and as it flickers, like there's almost like a rectangular glitch effect that's like and you see this thing standing there. It doesn't. It's not looking at you. It's looking at Holland.
Message to Archie. It's there. It has its claws around Nib's head.
Well,
I feel as if we may need to leave. It doesn't look friendly.
Nib says, 2 more.
I think he wants his gifts. Alright. Archie sort of sidles on over and sort of looks back like, do we want, what does anyone want?
I don't have any ideas. Holland, do you have any ideas of what might be helpful for you?
Holland's just like in this staring contest with the thing. He's like really interlocked with it.
All in your peripheral vision as well is just fire.
Yeah.
Clapperclaw, is there anything you want?
I guess just any gift will do. I don't mind.
Clapperclaw just wants any gift.
Roll a d8. It's the boots of elven kind.
Oh!
Hey.
Nice. No, these are pretty cool. And she puts them in the bag of holding. And one last thing. I don't know, do you have any, like, magic bows or something?
That's a bit more specific. And he says, no, but maybe. And he gives you the braces of archery.
Ooh!
Alright. You hear him say, I've led a cruel and heartless existence. I've led a cruel and heartless existence.
Flopsy's going to take Holland's hand and Clapperclaw's claw and start edging them backwards towards the exit of the cave. If they don't resist.
Clapperclaw is certainly backing away from this thing.
Archie, sees everyone leaving. And she takes a look at Nib and says, your actions are what define you. You may have made mistakes in the past, but you can always be better, and nobody deserves this. We'll save you. Somehow. And with that, she leaves.
I've led a cruel and heartless existence. As you all emerge back out into the forest, into thither, away from Nib's cave. And as soon as you cross the threshold out of there, you're not quite sure what's just happened. You've got a bunch of items, and you're not sure at all what just happened, except Holland, you very, very distinctly remember a burst of all those memories. You don't know that they were on a wall. You don't know that it was displayed to everybody. You just feel like you fell asleep, had a massive nightmare, you saw that thing, you remember Nib's face and the fact that, he was there and he was saying all that stuff, but you can't remember exactly what he said. You just remember the general vibe of it. But you all remember the visions.
So, what just happened?
I have no idea. It's quite strange. I have these very nifty gloves now, though. These look quite nice.
Yeah,
but
apparently there's some boots. Archie looks into the bag and sees that there's no button, so she puts her hand in, all the way up to her arm. Look at this.
Oh wow. So we got boots, fancy gloves, a bag. Did we just get an entire outfit without realizing?
Apparently so.
What's
And we got
Holland?
these cool braces.
What's Holland's reaction to this?
Holland's kind of just staring ahead. You know, like when you come out of an experience and you're just so tired all of a sudden that like the adrenaline's kind of like, so to speak, is like wearing off, and he just looks so like lethargic. And as the other two are talking, he just kind of silently moves in and like hugs Flopsy, but it's not like the hug from before. It's like clinging onto him like he's a child again.
Hello. What did you think of all of that?
I want to go home.
Hey, okay. We're on our way home. The long way. Would you like to? We can go and sit down somewhere.
And
are you okay, Holland?
I was going to say, as you all start like sort of walking through the forests again, and you sort of like Holland's holding on to you as you walk, you see that Holland's eyes are sort of just drooping, and he just slumps, fully asleep, fully exhausted. And that's where we're going to end the session.
He's dead.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. Oh.
Finally.
I was going to say, yeah, sorry for making that a long one. It's just that, like, you know, I had to have that little bit at the end.
No, I meant finally Holland's dad.
Oh, right. But yeah. Alright, okay. Alright. So, yep, that's what we're going to call the sesh.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because these videos are posted on YouTube next week.
Yes.
And the little Easter egg at the end for those who watch the entire way through. There's no place like Gnome. There's no place like Gnome. There's no place like cheese.
Okay. Alright, yeah. See you next week. Right, yeah. Thanks for listening.
See you, Nat Wannabes.
Oh, for God's sake.
See you, Nat Wannabes.
Alright, bye.